Always a plan.
The world.
The whole world.
I'll be back.
He's back.
What
I
happened?
warned you.
Alright.
Oh, that should. There it is. Can y'all still hear us good? We're good?
I
Everything
can
sounds
still
fine?
hear you. I can still hear
Yes,
you.
sir. Did you say you went live, Keith?
I am live, yes.
Cool.
We are live. You said you would be right back, but... Are you...
No, I said I'd be back.
Oh, I be back. Okay. Well, yeah, we're live. We're live.
We are live and without color.
There's no color.
Coming at your ear holes.
Ethnically, we've got a little color, but not a lot.
A little bit's all you need.
I try my best.
Right?
I am African.
I knew it. I knew it this whole
What's that?
time.
Me too, but neither of us in any way that counts.
Right.
I would
Right.
say. Neither of us in any really measurable way. But we're live. We're this is Dungeon Boys. For the Twitch folk, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you've got a little bit of a pre-show today. But welcome to Dungeon Boys. Tonight's going to be something a little different. So you will see my face, but I ain't driving. All I have before me are some dice and a notepad.
Look, I got the wheel on this one. It'll be okay.
Yep.
It'll mostly be okay.
It'll be all right.
It'll be okay.
Let me open up my character. Prepare.
But don't do that, he'll die.
Let me spread his body apart.
I just want to like queue up a can opener, like an old countertop can opener. Let me open up a fresh character here.
It does that exact thing.
Are
True,
we?
True.
What are we gonna? Are we ready, or what are y'all thinking?
I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
It's up to y'all.
Should we introduce ourselves or do
I'm
we
good
do it
to go.
in game?
I think we should do it whenever started the podcast recording.
Yeah, I'll work y'all in. Don't worry about that.
Gotcha. So, Josh, with the podcast
Give me-
recording, I'll probably say what I just said again, and then I'll hand it over.
Don't you dare. Okay, that sounds fine.
Okay, cool. All right, you guys ready to begin recording
We'll get that up.
recording a podcast?
Yep.
Oh,
yep,
hold
yep.
on. I do have one more
Yeah.
thing left to do. I need to turn off a few things.
You're not allowed.
Turn that off. Disable. And
How many
then
millions are tuning in tonight for this game?
I would wager 0 millions.
Whole zero?
Yep.
That's a lot.
Dang. Oof.
0
Pressure is on right there.
0 millions without a doubt tonight.
Whoever did that, that was not a number.
I mean, it might be to somebody.
I mean, maybe like more advanced, like calculus, like high level calculus. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a calculus number. We don't recognize those here.
All right, I'm ready now. You guys ready?
I have always been
Ready.
ready.
All right, let's get it.
Let's do it.
Oh, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dungeon Boys. We're not going to full on do our introductions just yet because I have to tell you what's happening. We are not in Curses Rod anymore. We are not in the world of Medine anymore. We are doing a one-shot that will be DM'd by the lovely Josh, who played Reginald for the last year of his life-ish.
I am lovely.
Josh and the other Dungeon Boys have decided to give me a break from DMing for a week before we jump back into season 2 of Dungeon Boys, and so from here on, I'm gonna turn over this episode to Josh, our DM.
Not a problem. Yeah, we thought you could kind of appreciate like a little bit of a vacay from the DMing seat for a minute. So,
I can appreciate
there
that.
you go. All right. Well, it's always good to kind of roll up a new character and just play for a little bit. So, anybody's listening out there, we might do one shots in the future where we, kind of give us your insight. What kind of character would you want us to play? So, with that, we've got 3 new characters tonight. Who wants to start us off here?
We just
Keith,
say our
you
name
do the
and
honors.
character and stuff?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
Keith, you gonna do it?
Okay, I'll start
Do
us
it.
off.
Who you got? Who you got for me
My
this evening?
name is Colin. He prefers to be called by both names at the same time. You can do it fast. You can call him Colin if you want. He is a Dragonborn Bard of level 5. He is a Dragonborn Bard of noble birth. He believes in the power of criticism. He is chaotic good. He wishes to make the world a better and more beautiful place through his adventuring and through exceptional critique of all things.
I like it.
Next.
I am Bryce. I played Jericho in the last campaign, but this time I will be playing a dwarf druid named Bruce Goodale. It's funny because he is a brewer and he brews good ale.
That's why it's funny. It is funny.
It is funny.
It's spelled funny
You
too.
went with the druid.
Yes, I'm a druid.
Going druid. And Keith, you've got what we got for you? Bard.
Bard, a dragon bard.
Dragonborn Bard.
Oh no,
Got it.
Dragon Ball.
Right. All right, Zenos, what you got for us this evening?
I am words mostly. I am Zenus, and I play the kobold monk, Hamu Farwalker. He comes from Mulhorand, I believe is what it's called. Yes, Mulhorand. And he is I came up with the personality for this character and the name and everything else about it, but the idea of this character I found online and I thought it was really, really cool. So basically, he's delusional to some degree, to a certain sense, because he believes that with enough hard work and if he gains enough like glory and power and prestige, like not necessarily powers and wealth, but powers and like if he can attain a certain level of like ability in combat, he will become a dragon himself. So he views like dragonborns as Bahamut's chosen. So he looks at dragonborn as though they have found enough favor and power themselves to like evolve.
Which we have.
Yeah, which ties in really well because Keith's character to me seems like he's gonna be a little haughty. So
Haughty.
so yeah, so it'll play into that really well, which we did not plan.
Yeah, that's true. That's good.
But he's kind of down to earth guy, you know. He's a little exile man, but you know he's a punchy boy.
He lives on
And
the
then-
exile next to the cereal and the other cold goods.
Because cereal is kept cold.
I botched it. I botched the joke. Move on.
Abort.
Get rid of me.
Quick. All right, I like it. So we've got a bard, a druid, a monk, and we're trying to do like a little one-off thing. It might turn into something a little bit different. We might do this maybe once a month or just whenever. Who knows? Somebody might like it. Somebody might not. We'll see. We'll adjust as we go.
Yeah,
I
So,
don't like it.
you like it?
I don't like it.
If you
Okay.
hate
Well,
this,
good night, everybody.
if you hate this and you're watching the stream, if you hate this, you should donate a lot of money to tell us how much you hate it.
True.
Exactly.
That'll
The more you hate it / love it
So much money.
/ are just kind of okay with it existing,
Yeah.
send us some money. Yeah. All right. So basically, we've kind of entered into just a roundabout kind of a situation tonight. We're going to have a little bit of everything on the plate. So enjoy what you enjoy. And if you want to see things a little bit different, just let us know. Everything is about to get a little calamitous for these fellas with the passing of a new comet that has appeared in the sky. The Blue Cloak Guild is the most prestigious organization in the land, with members ranging from barbarians to barbers. Each member is challenged to complete relevant tasks to evaluate their prowess in multiple areas related to their professions. Inclusion in the group ensures that you have been tested and evaluated to be the best of the best. And on this evening, 3 new prospective members have been assigned to complete their final challenge before gaining their own blue cloaks. Clear the newly opened Kalturum mines of dangerous creatures. Hacketh Lightstone, the foreman of the mine and leader of the Lightstone clan, has cleared the mine of its population for the evening to aid you in your task. He waits for you at the entrance to the mine to bestow your reward upon successfully completing your duties. 1 item each of your own choosing from the clan's hold.
Ooh.
All that good treasure up in there. You get to pick one cool thing that you just
Nice.
say, I want some of that. The entire population of both the mine and the nearby supporting village is celebrating the spring thaw and the return to prospecting further up into the hills with a grand festival under the stars. With the sighting of a comet high in the sky, the miners and townsfolk see it as a good omen for the year ahead. So, we are down into a mine. I'm going to describe this for you,
Okay.
my good fellows.
We're in the
Y'all ready
mine
for this?
currently.
You are in the mine. You are down there. You are doing your thing. We are clearing this mine of dangerous creatures. The mine is okay. These people live there. They work there. Whole 9 yards. We got to make sure this thing is safe for everybody. So
We are mining. for blood.
OSHA compliance. We got to make sure that everybody's going to be safe.
Okay.
So as you enter the lowest reaches of the freshly dug mine, you've already cleared pretty much everything. You're down towards kind of the tail end. Haven't seen a whole lot going so far. But as you enter the lowest reaches of the freshly dug mine, you catch the scent of newly turned earth and can feel a slight breeze coming from somewhere up ahead of you. A large arched doorway that you've just entered through is lit by a combination of torchlight and fist-sized crystals embedded into the walls, their creation a heavily guarded secret of the Lightstone clan that spills light for 30 feet into the cavernous room ahead of you. There's a few tools lying around, scaffolding along the wall, where intricate carvings are still being crafted by dwarven artisans. Obviously, everybody's on break right now.
Okay.
Darkness lies ahead of you, an empty hallway behind, and the footsteps echo off the 20-foot high vaulted ceiling still under construction. So I got some all app going on. Let me see if I can draw this thing out.
Yeah, draw it out for us,
We got-
Josh. Draw it out for us. I remembered as you were speaking that
Behold.
my character doesn't have all the proper spells, so I'm adding those back real quick.
Well, you do that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing up until this point. I just finished.
So we got some arched doorways right over here at the top side.
Perfect.
We got some scaffolding happening over here. We got some tools, just kind of scattered tools laying around. Some work gear, you know.
What kind of tool is that, Josh?
I'm just making a little pile there for you. Making little piles. Y'all got to clean up the piles.
Making piles.
Making piles. So yeah, it's just like random assortments of tools. Everybody gathers everything together in the evening, make sure nobody's gonna trip on nothing. Yeah. OSHA, yeah, that kind of stuff. All right, so let's see. We got some names here. Who we going with? We got
Bruce.
Bruce. Type me up a B.
Bruce Goodale. I don't know his accent,
All right.
but
It's just the regular dwarven Scottish accent.
He's Italian.
as all dwarves are meant to be.
We got a Kylin. You want to go with a KL?
Yeah, that's fine.
In comes a dwarf from New Jersey.
Hey, you guys!
What's going on in here? And we have a Hanu. All right, perfect. So, let me grab some of these guys. We're going to float them around. Y'all have just entered
And you
into
guys,
this place.
Okay.
Actually, I'm kind of debating, do I want to go Texan dwarf or do I want to go Scottish dwarf?
Up to you, brother.
Texan dwarf all the way.
I don't know yet.
What a Scottish.
Texan dwarf?
a lot
There you go.
a lot of times my
You wear a
accents
kilt, but you're also not afraid of cowboy boots either.
I saw a dude. Sorry.
Go ahead.
There's a dude wearing a kilt in Lowe's today.
Nice.
It was so weird.
All my accents in
Thought I saw
D&D
somebody wearing a kilt. Go ahead, Keith.
sorry. All my accents in D&D don't really solidify until the millisecond before I open my mouth. So it really
Same with me.
up to you.
We
Yeah.
do need to have like the Joyzy episode.
I thought I saw somebody wearing a kilt, but it was just a plaid sweatshirt that they had tied around their waist.
No good
I
on
was
that
like,
one.
well, that's no fun.
They lose points. They tried, but they lost points on that one.
Yeah.
All right, so you have just opened up the doorway, or there's no doorway here. It's still under construction. You've just walked through the archway of this last chamber. You've already cleared some tunnels and a couple of chambers up ahead. This is where like the main meat and potatoes of this thing is going to happen. So this is a newly opened mine. It's still under construction. This is going to be like the main hall, but still not quite there yet. You can only see like just the front half of this thing going on. So
Now, you say mine under construction. Does that mean it's still being dug, or does that mean they found a natural cave system that they are supporting and getting ready for mine work?
little bit of a natural cave system, but they have, excuse me, what the heck is that? Let me undo that. Right. So we got some little blue lineage going on there. Y'all can see about out to there. There's a little bit of dim light past that area. But does anybody have dark vision, dim vision, all that kind of stuff?
Dwarf should have dark
I
vision.
have the dark vision.
I think everybody's good on dark vision, so
Dude.
everybody should be able to see out to.
The cave is pitch black. I have dark vision. I know.
Yeah. Just
So y'all can see out of that blue line that I've just kind of marked out for you. So that's about your 60-foot range right there.
I don't know, dude, if
Right.
Dragonborns
dark vision.
have
So y'all just
I don't know if I have dark vision. Hold on.
Surely.
I,
Everybody has dark vision.
I've never had a
Even the
character.
Gnomes have dark vision.
gnomes are like 20% dark.
I'm all over that human variant all the time.
You
Right.
don't.
That's the variant part. They just have dark vision.
All dragons all have dark vision.
What, Xenos?
Keith don't have it.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision. Perfect. Awesome.
What a loser.
Yep.
All right, so here we are to mine.
Yep.
Let me draw what Keith can see. See what you can see. All right, y'all. You can see out to. You can kind of see some stuff happening in here,
Okay.
and everybody else they get to see all the other cool stuff that's a little bit farther out. Y'all get to see like way out here to the blue line.
All right.
But Keith has torches, correct?
Yeah, I've got some
He
torches.
might have a torch. He hasn't told me about it.
Yeah,
I'm-
there's
I was about to speak,
mean-
but
the character would not start with torches, but we are 5th level, so at this point you would have understood that darkness is dark,
yep.
right? And you would have bought a torch at this point.
So just to throw this one out there, there are torches lighting the entranceway as well as some of those Lightstone clan lightstones just kind of chucked right there, embedded into the wall.
Okay. I want to, as I enter the room, if I would, are these torches lit
They
already?
are lit. They kind of left the lights on for you. Yeah.
Okay. Are these torches available for me to remove? I would like to remove one from the wall and hold it Indiana Jones style.
Sure. Go for it. Nothing is really set in stone. Haha. Dwarven cave here. But yeah, nothing's really set in stone yet. This is still a work in progress. They're still working on this thing.
All right. So I want to grab a torch and one of those glow rocks, and I'm going to stick the glow rock in my pocket.
All right. Give me a strength check to see if you can pull out stone out the
Oh, well, then
wall.
I obviously cannot do that. Why would I be
How
able
do
to
you know
do that? A strength
How
check
do you know that?
would be. I rolled a 3.
A 3. You carry your torch with pride.
All right, so I try to grab that stone and it doesn't come off, and I say, "Well, of course, my last task to get a blue coke, and it's in a mine. To get dirt everywhere, and I suppose this torch will do."
Hamu is paying very close attention to you. I don't know how long we've been traveling together, but I'd imagine he's still pretty in awe of you. But he speaks up whenever he sees you fail to grab the stone. I cannot imagine why a chosen is so physically weak. I don't know what Bahamut was thinking, but I am sure he had a reason.
Hamu, you've stared at me quite a while. throughout our time together, I assure you I am just a dragonborn, not chosen by the god Bahamut, and I am just traditionally quite weak physically. I rely on my other strengths. I would appreciate it, though, if you would not call out my shortcomings so directly in the future. We are in a dark mine, after all. If I'm going to be killed, I'd rather it be killed with kindness down here instead of by your hurtful words.
I meant no disrespect.
You mean your shortcomings like not being able to pull a stone out the wall?
Well, please, excuse me, dwarf. I'm sure you pull stones out the wall all the time in your lavatory. Wipe your bum with them. I don't know how you dwarves live, but I have no need to pull rocks from walls. If you'd like to pull one out for me, I will gladly allow you to do it. But this torch will do fine.
I normally aim for softer stones, what for wiping with, like a nice pumice or something of that nature.
Yeah, more like bummus, if you ask me.
All right, point of inspiration on that one.
He is a bard.
That is undeserved.
I'm trying to be of a quick wit if he's a bard.
That was so random. All right, so as the conversation gets more and more voluminous, you're not really worried about making a whole lot of noise or anything. You see a handful of small flying creatures hurrying to flee the light and the sounds of your booming voices. Some diving into the mining equipment strewn about, and the others zipping towards the back of the chamber and into the darkness. All except for one, which flies right up to Hamu, right up in the face, pauses for a moment to look you over, and screams a tiny little war cry. As the rest of its companions take up positions, you are surrounded by some dust mephits. Roll initiative.
Oh, what?
Okay, so this is like, you said this is the last room that is explored so far?
This is the last room. You just walked in here.
We just entered the mine system.
You've already kind of explored the rest of the mine. Hadn't seen a whole lot.
Okay, so this is our first encounter with these inhabitants. Okay.
Yeah, this is your first encounter with anybody.
These are dust whats?
So, roll up some initiative, boys. We are in the combat. These are dust mephits. So,
will you spell that last name?
Mephit. Dust mephit. MEPHIT.
Okay.
It's a dust mephit.
I just want to show chat.
Everybody goes to the
at.
Google. Away. So dust mephit is kind of to everybody who's just listening out there, it's kind of a tiny, like, unfairy elemental. It's like if a fairy had a really hard life.
That's what it looks like.
They are of earth and wind. So it's kind of a meta elemental, I suppose you'd say. So it's just a really aggravating, annoying, hateful little dust fairy. That's pretty much all it is.
Okay.
I got a 17 to that initiative.
17.
Keith, I feel like there's a little bit of a delay between you and us.
Could be.
I feel like I keep talking over you.
I've waited a couple times. I've been trying to wait to find an opening, but then everybody thinks there's an opening. I think we're okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You responded very quickly to what I just said.
All right. Cool.
I rolled a 15.
Right, what everybody else got?
I rolled a 15 for initiative.
I have a 14.
17. A 14. Ooh, so going right down the list.
The 14. What?
Okay.
So that means the other guy got a 16.
Yeah, all right.
Deductive reasoning. Juice. Come on, dude.
I know that dog is blowing it. I'm not even sure if there's a dog left.
He's got like stomach trouble or something. It smells like vinegar bologna.
It really
That's my
does.
favorite kind of
smells
bologna.
like a shoe full of vinegar bologna.
That's gross.
All right, so while taking short, shallow breaths, Keith, can you re-roll that one for me? Just straight up 20?
Yep. I rolled a 2.
A 2, okay.
I rolled 2. So yeah, if you're watching the stream, you're able to see the what one of those things is. But now I'm gonna go back to the app.
Got it. All right, so we got 4 of these fine fellas that y'all got to contend with. Y'all got to deal with it as best you can.
Very well.
All right, so up number 1, we got Dusty Boy number 1. Okay, he is going to swipe upon you, good old Hamu, with his claw attack. That is a 14 to hit, my man.
He's gonna fail.
Josh, where you want me to put this D?
You can put that D anywhere you want to put that D. That's just how we do these things.
For the
Mark,
dust board?
don't you dare quote that.
Yeah.
I didn't say it.
Come on, Frank.
Don't
Put
you
the
dare
D
quote
in
it.
there.
So we got 4 of them. You want to do like D to D D.
You
Yeah.
said-
So one of them is like has flown right up to Hamu's face, like just about climbing up his nose hole. Sure. There you go.
over here.
There you go. The others are kind of here. Let me drive that thing.
I was just gonna put D 1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go. So Hamu, you got a 14 to swipe upon your face.
He fails.
It fails. All right. So you're gonna get a little bit of that slashing damage right there. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you're lucky. You got a whole 3 of that slashing damage.
Where you want?
What?
2, 3, 4.
Here, let me drive that thing. You got 3 slashing damage.
My AC is 16.
So he took damage. Even though this,
Oh, I thought you said you failed it.
oh,
No, I said he
he
failed.
said he fails. He does.
Okay. All right. We good now. We good.
Gotcha. I was like, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
So yeah, just don't even
What
worry
happened?
about that. Don't even worry about that. You know what? He takes some extra damage for all the confusion. Right.
Courtesy damage.
That is his move. It is now Bruce's move.
Bruce.
Bruce, do your deuce.
Never played a druid before.
But you gonna.
I'm just started out heading for that D right beside me, and I have a club, I believe, to smack at him. with.
Always a good move for a druid. So yours isn't just like a straight up like Circle of Moon. You went Circle of Shepherd.
Correct.
There you go.
Oh, I have a quarterstaff. Good. And I want to I can cast Shillelagh on it as a bonus action, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see how that thing does its thing.
Just add you some extra damage to that thing.
Shillelagh. Weapon becomes magical. The weapon's damage die becomes a D8. Okay.
Good.
Use spellcasting ability instead of strength for the attack.
Cool. Yeah. Good old druid. I love me a druid. Arlo making his comeback soon.
One day.
Indeed. Okay. That's a 19 to hit.
$19 is definitely gonna do it, my man.
Cool.
Do your thing.
That is a 5 damage.
Ooh, the whole 5?
Whole 5.
All right. I don't know if there's percentage or something in there.
No.
Yeah, he gonna take a little bit of that. He's still kind of hanging in there. Let's see. Which one did you hit? Number 4?
Yeah.
Number 4. All right. Anything else you got for me?
I believe that's all I can do.
Bonus action, no cartwheels, no nothing.
Nah,
All right.
not this time.
Moving on down. D number 2. Old Dusty coming right at you there. Carlin.
All right.
We got a. Da-da-da. Oh, okay. There we go. Got another attack coming your way. This one is a claw attack. It is going to be a 22.
All right. I'm going to use something that a feature. So don't. Before I tell you whether that hits or not, I'm going to use a feature that I have called.
Do it.
As soon as I find it, I will tell you. Cutting. No. Yes, it's called cutting words. I learned how to use my wit to distract, confuse and otherwise sap the confidence and competence of others. When a creature that can see me within 60 feet makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll, I can use my reaction to expend one of my uses of Bardic Inspiration, rolling a Bardic Inspiration die and subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll. So I'm going to roll a d8 and subtract that from the creature's roll.
Okay.
And I'm going to say...
From his attack roll or from his damage?
From his attack roll. So I'm hoping to distract him and keep him from hitting me with my words.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm going to roll a d8. Luckily, it was just a 3. So
okay.
He's now got a 19 instead of a 22. And when he says that, he says, You're a reproachful creature, aren't you? Trying to use my magic, but of course, let's tell you, my armor class is 12, so that was math that wouldn't have worked on that anyway.
It was an attempt, but it didn't quite coalesce.
Right.
Gotcha. All right. So he is going to get you with a little bit of those damage.
Okay.
It is indeed a 3.
A 3
of those slashing damage.
Okay. Sounds good. 3. I'll take it.
All right. Next down the list, we got Hamu. What you got for me?
Oh, goody. The Mephit that attacked me is about to get one heck of a whooping, maybe. Possibly. I'm really excited about this class. This class is really cool. Well, the subclass. I mean, the class of monk is really cool, but the subclass is also very cool. So,
which subclass did you go for?
Way of the Ascendant Dragon. And it is built.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
For my favorite thing, and that is combat. So at 3rd level, you choose this this way, and you get 2 features. I'm only going to focus on the one for now. It is Draconic Disciple. At 3rd level, you can channel your Draconic Key to imbue your unarmed strikes with the essence of a dragon's breath, and to use your connection with draconic creatures to magnify your presence. You gain the following benefits. When you damage a target with an unarmed strike, you can change the damage type to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. So, fairly versatile in that. So, I'm going to attack twice. I'm going to take the attack action and punch at him twice. And then I'm also going to use my bonus action to punch at him again. Because monks, right?
Monks.
I cast Fist.
Well, that's a 2 plus whatever my modifier is. Hang on. That's a 9.
Right.
That's an 11. Oh boy. And that's a 21.
Okay, so total was what? You had an 11, 11, and a 21?
9, 11, 21.
9, 11, 21. Okay, so the first 2 do not do a thing. They are mighty whiffs.
Okay.
The second one definitely strikes true. Or the third one definitely strikes true.
Okay, cool. This one... Oh, shoot. I said, okay, cool, and my phone was like, you summoned me? So
I thought you said, okay, Google.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna go for 1st, 2nd, 3rd attack in order, acid, cold, fire. So I guess this one's gonna be doing fire damage. Let's see. Let me roll up that slap damage. That's a little 7 damage there.
7 damage, and you're going for that first one that came and struck at you.
Yeah, the one that's right there.
Nice. Okay. He's going to take that. He is not happy about that, but he's still hanging in there. It's kind of like you hit a fly, like you're trying to just get this thing away from you, and like it just comes right back. It like bounces off of you and flies right back to you.
Indeed. Oh,
right.
No one else.
Go ahead.
Is
what else you
within
got for
5 feet of me, right?
Within 5 feet of you, within 5 feet of him.
5 feet of him.
No, the closest one is going to be Ka Lin, and that second one there about 10 and 12 feet away.
Okay. That is all my turn.
There you go. Okay. That was ominous. All right. Number 3. Seeing all this action going on is wondering why? Why? Because a dust mephit has something that's called a blinding breath. All the mephits have different breath weapons. So we're about to see if anybody is going to get blinded. Exhales a 15-foot cone of blinding dust. Each creature in that area must succeed on a DC 10 dexterity save throw or be blinded for a minute.
Okay.
A creature can repeat the save throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. Excuse me. All right. I'm gonna need both of y'all 3. You got that right. To roll a dex.
I rolled a 9.
Oh, both 3 of them. I rolled a 2.
Man,
Plus 2.
this is a
Ooh,
short.
Not looking good. Hamu, you saved the day.
18.
18. All right. Hamu does like this Matrix dodge the bullet kind of move and gets right up underneath that cone of dust, but the both of y'all just get it full on in the face. Blinded for 1 whole minute.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can repeat a save and throw at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Right? So he has done his deed. No damage upon you, but that number 4 over there by good old Bruce, seeing his opportunity, he's going to sneak in for the old scratchy attack. That is a 12. Will that hit you?
No,
Good man, Bruce.
it shall not.
It shall not. Very good.
I have the 16.
He was overly excited. He committed too much to it. Sailed right on past. All right. Coming back to that first one that struck upon Hamu, he's going to just see if he can give you a little scratch to the old face. It is probably not going to do it with a 9.
I will not do it.
Hamu?
Did I have a turn?
All right. Not happening on the Hamu.
Or have we not made it to me yet?
Pardon me. I believe you were supposed to have a turn after number dose. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, why don't you go ahead and take that turn? I'll give you a spare one on this roll.
Okay. After the blindness, let's see. What shall I do? Well, I would have probably gone for the sword had I not been blinded, but now being immediately blinded, I am going to use my breath weapon in the direction of D2 and D3. Colin's
Nice.
breath
Okay.
weapon
What you got for me?
is lightning. So a 5 foot wide, 30-foot long blast of lightning is about to come out of my mouth in the direction of whatever blinded me. When I use my breath weapon,
2 and 3 are pretty much right there together, so you're good on those 2.
each creature in the area of the exhalation must make a saving throw, the type of which is determined by your draconic ancestry. The DC for this saving throw equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus, which would be not very good. My Constitution modifier is a -1.
Okay.
So it's going to be 8, 7, and my proficiency bonus is at level 5. What, 2 or 3? Or 3. So it would be 10. They got to beat a 10. They'll take half damage if they
10.
fail.
10 on Dex.
Yep, dexterity.
Dex saving throw. That is a 15 on number 2.
Okay, so he'll take half.
Number 3 got a 4.
All right, so 3 does not. So 3 will take 6 damage, and 2 will take 3.
All right.
And
2 is going to take 3. All right.
And I will say, they blinded me. And as he says me, like lightning shoots out of his face into the darkness.
Beautiful. I love it. All right. So at this point, all 4 of the methods have been hit at least once. All right. Going back to somewhere near top of the order, we're going to Bruce. Ooh.
Give me 1 moment.
You can take that moment.
All right. God, we're just getting started here. I don't want to use one of my valuable spell slots. I don't know what we got coming.
That's
for
how I
us.
felt about my breath weapon.
You know what? I know exactly what I'm gonna do. My race, sub race, the Mark of Warding Dwarf, I can cast Mage Armor once per day without expending a spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
So my AC becomes 13 plus Dex instead of 12. So I will gain 1 to my AC.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
So I cast Mage Armor.
Good move. Good move.
And
Is that a bonus action or regular action?
that is a regular action. So I got nothing else for this turn. And yeah, no, nothing else. I don't have any bonus action attacks.
No cruel words or nothing.
No.
Okay. All right.
Vicious Mockery is a bard thing.
It sure is.
All right. Moving on to that number 2, who just took a little bit of that half damage. He's going to zoom in towards your way there, Keith, the old Kyle Lim, see if he can do the scratch up on your face.
Oh, donkey.
He's going for the eyes, but it was a 7, so.
That will not hit.
Yeah, he got in close. You're kind of like, you're moving around on him. He just kind of grazed you with a wing, so.
Get off me! Get off me!
Not so much damage from that. It's actually supposed to be your turn now, so why don't you go ahead and take your actual turn?
Oh, okay. Okay, well then with my actual turn, I'm going to... Yeah. I'm going to do Vicious Mockery. Enchantment cantrip. You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature I can see... A creature I can see within range. So does it count that I'm blinded?
Right.
I can't insult this thing because I can't see it. That'll be up to you, I guess.
It's within line of sight, I believe is the thing.
I'm gonna say that it's right there.
Okay.
Because it just clipped you with a wing and everything. I'm gonna say it's right there, at least in this instance.
All right, wisdom saving throw then.
Okay. All right, what I got to beat here?
A 15.
Here we go, boys. That is a crit fail on that one.
Nice. You nasty long-nosed dusty cretin! And I roll damage. Hey, 4 damage. 4 psychic damage, and it also has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. Oh, wait, hold up. It's 2d4 because I'm at 5th level. Hold on. So not 4 damage, but actually 7 damage.
Ooh. Okay. He is definitely feeling bad.
Feel it in your mind, you creature.
All right. Actually, he is just because we've done this once before, crit fails and crit success. I'm actually going to say do a little bit extra for you. He is actually frightened of you. He is actually going to fly across your space, getting out of your area, headed over towards his boy number D4 over there, across from Bruce. He is going to leave your area.
Sure, I'll swing at him with my blind eyes. Hey, where are you going? Don't run away from me.
Kind of feel a little flappy going past. So
where are you going?
If you want to take a little swipe at him.
All right. So I would.
Back here. I ain't done with you.
Why are you running?
I assume I'd have disadvantage because I'm blind, though. Right.
Right.
Okay. So my lowest roll would be.
See what you can hit though.
Yep, 7 is my lowest.
7. All right, you missed it on that one. So, all right, he successfully avoided your blind swipe. It is the end of your turn. Do you want to just see if you can repeat that saving throw to be unblinded? Wipe a little dustiness out the eye.
Sure, if that happens at the end of my turn. Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah, repeat a saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And that was a what saving throw? Constitution or?
It's got to be the DC 10 on Dex.
Oh, dexterity. Okay.
Dex Y. I don't know on a
Good lord, man!
Saving throw. I don't know, but that's what
my dice don't go higher than 3 today. I rolled a total of 6.
You got bum dice.
Which way did D2 go? Was it going towards Bruce or Hamu?
D2. I'm gonna migrate old D2 over here. He's hanging out with his boy D4.
Bruce,
the Bruce right now.
there's another one headed for you.
Yeah, I see him. I see him. Hang on.
All right. Back to Hamu.
I am hithertown.
Ooh, he back.
Okay, so I am
What
going
you got? You want to
to.
destroy something or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to destroy something. Hang on. Since I can
Nice.
see, I want to move in such a way that 1 and 3 are in line with one another.
Okay. So you're just gonna like pivot around D1, kind of getting up close to the wall, I guess.
Yeah, kind of. And I'm gonna
Okay.
throw a fiery punch at him really quick.
Okay.
Really quick. That's
some
an
fire?
11 to hit, so I don't think that's gonna make it.
You just barely missing.
And then I'm going to use my second third level feature, the one from earlier that I didn't talk about. I'm going to talk about it now. It is Breath of the Dragon. At third level, you can channel your ki into destructive waves of energy like the dragons you emulate. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of the attacks with an exhalation of draconic energy in either a 20-foot cone or a 30-foot line that is 5 feet wide, your choice. Choose a damage type: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw against your ki save DC, taking damage of the chosen type equal to 2 rolls of your martial arts die on a failure, or half as much on a success. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, blah, blah, blah. So, 1 and 3, and call in if you feel that should be the case. Because I'm going to use the 30-foot line that is 5 feet wide feature.
Okay. So it's not a
Uh,
cone; it's a
and
line.
F.
It's gonna be a straight line, 30 feet long, 5 feet wide. It is also dealing.
Got it. 5 feet long, 30 feet wide.
We're all dead.
Can't hit the bottom of a toucan, but I can blow out the sides.
It is dealing fire damage as well, so they will need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Keith is like just teetering on the edge of that 5 foot range right there.
Yeah.
Because that's what we were saying earlier. Like that was about 10 feet apart from there. So I'm gonna say he's right just on the edge of that.
Okay.
Sounds goodly.
All right.
Shall I move Hamu to where he's trying to get to for the?
Yeah, you can move that old Hamu. What do they have to beat on that deck save?
They gotta beat the dang old 13.
13. All right, let me see. They got a +2 to the deck. So, no, sir. That is an 8. So number 1, he's gonna get a little crispy.
He's gonna take
And
full.
it is a crit fail on number 3.
He's gonna take also the full.
Crit fail on number 3. So, yeah, he's actually flying like a little bit closer to you.
Okay, hang on. I need to see. I don't think it adds anything to it. I think it's just a straight up.
My breath
Yeah,
one
okay.
didn't add anything.
So they take 7 damage, 7 fire damage.
7 damage. All right.
Who is breathing fire in this room?
That is none of your concern.
Are you still blind?
Yeah, we've been blind. We're blind for a whole minute. Are you not blind?
He's not. He was able to dodge it. He was the only one to dodge it.
No, Bruce.
Wait,
Bruce.
was that that was that deck save at the beginning? No, Zenus was the only one that dodged it.
Yeah, you're
Hamu
blind
dodged
too.
Yeah. I haven't done anything since then.
Yeah, he yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hadn't done a whole lot since then. So, but Hamu got his move in. Hamu, anything else?
Is D1 still alive?
D1 is hanging in there. Like it is having difficulty with moving around via the flight.
Okay.
Same thing with
I'm gonna
number
punch
3.
him.
He actually got a little bit closer to you.
I'm gonna punch.
You're going to put in him?
Number 1 as a bonus action because I can do that.
Okay. Do it. Bonus punch.
That's an unnatural 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. What you got on
Okay.
damage?
8 damage.
8 damage. All right. Number 1 is completely evaporated by your punch. When it dies, it explodes in a burst of dust. Each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or be blinded for 1 minute. That's how it works. How it works, boys. All right, so got to pass a DC 10 Constitution.
Well, that's a 7.
Nope, just Samu. Yeah, congratulations. We have now joined the Blinded Boys.
Welcome to the Blinded Boys.
You can You can re-roll a saving throw at the end of your turn. It is in fact the end of your turn right now, but I believe that's going to be on the next turn since you just rolled to pass it. So, all right. Number 3, he actually came a little bit closer towards you, trying to see what's going on. He just noticed that his buddy is down, like down for the count. He has exploded into some dust all up in your eye holes. So D3 is going to approach you and try to slash upon your face. It is a 14 to hit.
Nope, that will not hit.
All right. That's all he's got. He's just going to hang out, wonder why he did that, where he went wrong, and think about what he's going to do with his life. All right.
The way these things look.
It is now number 4, right up there in. Go ahead.
I was saying the way these things look with their ears and everything, I'd like to call them dirt dobbies. Like from Harry Potter.
They are very much evil little tiny flying dirt dobbies.
Okay. Sorry.
D4, right there in front of Bruce. Is
Presumably, I know nothing of the sort.
He's going to whisper into your ear, Harry Potter told me to do it. Now, D4, he is going to see if he can swipe upon you as well.
I don't
It
watch the
is.
movies.
Now, it's an 8 to hit. Probably going to pass that one.
That's gonna miss me.
All right, so he's swiping, but he just can't quite get in there. You're kind of moving around a little erratically. He can't quite.
So
Stumbling
yeah, I was about
in
to
my
ask the same
blind
thing.
stupor.
Would they have advantage if we're blind?
You know what? I'm gonna say yeah, but honestly, for the sake of time, I'm just trying to kind of move along the progression of the
All right,
story.
you're the man.
Rules wise, yes, they should have a little bit of advantage.
You're the man. Well,
So
you do your thing.
remember, we're just kind of casual playing tonight.
Casual. I like it.
So, all right. So number one, he be dead. Bruce, do things.
Cool. Do I know the general direction of that boy?
Yes. You kind of
Cool.
felt a little gust of wind. You
I
know the general direction.
Cast poison spray at him.
Oh, okay. At D4 specifically, the one that just kind of swooped in.
Yeah.
Okay.
You extend your hand toward a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. Creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
Oh man.
The spell's damage increases by 1d12 when you reach 5th level. So he will take 2d12 poison damage or half.
Okay. So
No,
what's
he
got to
doesn't.
pass?
He doesn't take half if he passes it.
Okay.
He's got to beat a spell save of 14.
All right.
Come on, low rolls for the dirt dobby.
Negative, sir. That is a 7.
Cool.
Yeah.
The
that is
double
a set.
D12. He's taking all the Ds. That's 8. That's 8
Takes
damage.
8. And that was number 4.
Correct.
Guess what? He takes that 8 damage. And he's still floating there, dobbifying up your airspace.
Why is he so powerful?
Well, he's not so powerful. He just hadn't been hit that much.
I hit him.
Well, yeah, but you just need to hit him better.
Okay. Fine.
There you go. All right, so Bruce, that's all you got for us this round?
Yeah. Does it?
Okay. Number 2. Let's see. No, it was number 3 has disadvantage on attacks.
Number
Already
2
did.
has disadvantage.
Zenus, I can't cast 2 cantrips in a turn, can I?
No, sir. You can cast this bonus action spell and a cantrip in the same turn, but nothing else.
What about a bonus action cantrip?
Well, yes. But like
I can do
that's
that.
what I mean. Like you can cast a bonus like spells are like the heavy hitters kind of, so you can't cast a bonus action spell and an action spell. Um, you can cast a bonus action
But can I
spell
cast
of level 1st through 9 and then a cantrip, or you can cast a bonus action cantrip and then a cantrip as an action. I think.
Okay, cool. Then before the end of my turn, I would like to cast the Shillelagh again.
Also, don't forget to roll to de-blind.
Right. Oh, did you want?
the spell doesn't end if I hit something with it. Okay, I thought it was like the other thing. Oh, and yeah, I'll roll
Make your
to
de-blinding rule.
roll to unblind. That's Constitution.
Dexterity. For the blinding breath, it's dexterity. I don't know why. For death burst, it's Constitution. Blinding breath is dex.
Well, that's an 8.
It's an 8.
Oof. It won't do.
Nope. Still stuck in your own world. Sorry. But D2.
I think D2 was the
He's
one
not
I
a-
vicious mocked, so he should have disadvantage. I think.
It was D3.
Oh, okay.
It was D3. Because that was the one that was in front of you, and you were like, no, man. And D3 was like, I'm sorry. All right,
Sound
so
good?
that was actually a 21.
For what?
21 to claw at you.
To me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That hit.
that is 8 scratch damage to the face.
God darn it! Who was that?
Yes. All right. Carlin, do some things.
All right. I am blind, so I will be blind till the end of my turn still.
A little bit. Did you roll a... Oh, yeah. In the turn.
Gosh, goodness.
If these scratches on my face are dragonborn with the part, somebody's gonna have hell to pay.
I may not be scratching you in the face, but do watch out for ball bearings for just a moment. I'm gonna pull out my slingshot and try to hit one of these things with a sling.
So you're going to hit a small little air dobby.
I only have so much ranged weapons. So
Yeah, they're both about like, well, D3 is about 15 feet away. D2 is about 20 feet away.
I rolled a disadvantage, and I got a 12 to hit D2.
12
Yep.
beats it.
Beats it. Heck yeah, baby.
So, you know what? You hit the little guy. Do me some damage.
That was actually a 5 damage.
A 5 damage on him. Okay. All
Hey,
right.
what was that whistling noise I just heard?
That was me hitting one of these dirt dobbies with a ball bearing. Exceptional.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I got me a javelin. I'll use that next time.
Yeah. I'm still blind as hell, though. Let me wipe some of the sand out of my eyes. I'm gonna roll for that.
Bit of a chosen.
Roll to wipe.
I rolled
Roll to wit
a
now.
13 to wipe.
A 13 is gonna do it.
Ah,
You are free from the prison of blindness.
this darkness is a balm unto my eyeballs. I can finally see it again.
There you go. See, now you can see things, but there's not a lot to look at. All right, so we got that. Keith, that is yours. That's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Hamu, what you got?
I am going to
Not that.
I'm gonna spend a key point real quick, and I'm going to take the let's see. I'm gonna use the Step of the Wind, and I'm going to. Sorry, there's a button that when I push it mutes my microphone. I didn't know that. It's like the enter button on my keyboard.
Yay.
I'm gonna cast Step of the
not good.
Wind, and I'm going to disengage. Well, not cast. I'm going to use Step of the Wind and disengage from D3 and run over there to Bruce, and I'm going to punch twice at D2 really quick.
Okay.
It's weird
What?
because D2 is what I call 1.
Okay.
Since Bruce is within 5 feet, I have advantage because of pack tactics.
Woo!
So I
You got
rolled
pack
a
tactics? Oh yeah, Cobalt, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I rolled 16 for one of the hits, and then I rolled
That's gonna hit.
in like a 19 or something for the other. No, not 18. It was an 18.
Do you want
Sorry. My
do you want to roll the damage, or you just want to tell me how this ends for old D2?
that's 18 damage. I want to explode his head.
18 damage. Well, you do that.
Head explosion.
You do that. And did you escape from being blinded on this turn? Because you were blinded.
No, I didn't. I just remember that I didn't escape from being blinded.
All right. You want
So then,
want to reel that back a little?
yeah. So only
so
one of those is going to
Right,
hit
Dorothy.
actually.
One of the dust methods is actually receiving a phone call right now. So
Landlines,
telemarketers,
dude.
they call everyone.
Landlines.
Right. All right. So we're kind of reeling that one back, right? What you got for me?
Yeah. So only one's going to hit because I got like
Okay.
yeah. So 6 damage. I was
6
so
damage.
close.
All right. So I'm gonna say just roll a straight up
It's fire
20 to
damage.
see how you manage to get over towards Bruce.
Well, that's a 1.
It's a 1. All right. I'm gonna say you kind of know the general direction of him because he was talking about he's gonna use a javelin the next turn. But I'm gonna say you probably only get about halfway to him.
Okay.
So he doesn't punch D2?
I'm gonna say not so much because I mean he went like about 30 feet as blinded and punched somebody. Could you navigate that?
I don't.
I mean, it doesn't say you can't. So I guess that's up to your discretion. But if you
You know
say
what?
that I don't,
We'll
then
just dial it back and we'll do the one punch. We'll dial it back and we'll do the one punch instead of 2.
okay.
All right. So one punch damage was how much?
6 damage.
6 damage. That is definitely going to do it. And how does he die? Fiery
I'm
explosion,
just gonna punch his head.
crushed in your fist, punched in his head. All right,
I
his
mean,
head,
fire damage. Yeah.
his still just there for a moment. His body is hanging in air as his head goes just pew, shooting across the room, just like the ball bearing he got hit by not too long ago. So, as his head leaves his body, we get another death burst.
Uh-oh.
When it dies, it explodes in a burst of dust. Each creature within 5 foot range must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. Will be blinded for a minute. So,
Yay, that's me.
you're now double blinded, both of you. Yeah, I mean, you're both already blinded. I'm just going to say this continues happening. You don't even notice that there's anything else that's going on. So, Kyle Lynn definitely notices that there is another poof. And then both of you emerge from behind a little dust cloud.
Colin can see.
You can see now.
I wipe my eyes.
Hey, Kai, can you see what's going on in here?
Yes, we are surrounded by dirt dobbies in a dirt palace. We need to murder these things quickly.
So
What is it? Never mind. I can kind of get it from context.
what's the roll
You got
to
Ezinos?
escape the blindness?
It's just a DC. It's a DC 10. In fact, I'm gonna switch it up because y'all were first a DC 10 for Dex. I'm gonna say that you've successfully done the Dex or Constitution blinding. So take your pick. You can either choose Dex or Constitution because you would have been blinded by either one.
Okay, so 16 is my save.
16's gonna do it. So
Heck
you know,
yeah.
a mighty wipe to the old eye hole, and you can now see the world around you once more in glorious Technicolor. Unless you're colorblind. Anything
No.
else? That's the end of your turn?
That's all.
All right. Good old Dust Dobby number 3 is wondering why you left the party and is going to head back in your general direction to give a claw attack to the back of your head. It is probably not so much going to do it. It is a 13.
That will not do it.
All right, not going to do it. So a whiff on that one. All right, number 4 right there in front of Bruce. He's going to see a lot of this stuff going down, and he's actually going to make a break for it. He is running, flying. He's flying. He is flying for this scaffolding over here. It's just like 2 levels of scaffolding over on the side wall where they've been doing some carving work and things like that. So he is hiding amongst the scaffolding now, using his old dash ability to get on over there. So, all right. Somebody with a little bit more DMing knowledge, do let me know. Dash, it's not the same as disengage, correct?
Correct.
They still get opportunity attack.
All right, he is right up beside both of y'all, Bruce and Hamu. Anybody want to take a swipe?
I'll do it, but I'm at a disadvantage.
Right.
So I'll give it the old college try.
Give it.
That's what is my modifier for that? I guess it's my spellcasting modifier, which is 3. Do I add proficiency to that?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
So 13?
13 beats it.
Sweet.
Take that swipe.
1d8 plus 3 is 7.
7 damage. He, in fact, does not make it over there.
He
He
makes
instead,
He makes it over there. A little bit of him.
he instead, well, yeah, a little bit. A little bit is on the wall, a little bit still stuck to the stick. He instead explodes. Blinded again. Hamu, you're going to have to make another save on that one.
That's
And me.
13.
Oh wait, no, I'm already blinded.
You're already blinded. That's a what?
13.
13? Yeah, you got it. It's got to be to 10. So, all right. So I guess while you were wiping your eyes, this whole thing just went down. And as you were covering your hands with your eyes to try to wipe and clear, this dust explosion happens again. Your eyes are still covered. So I think you're good on that one. You actually, Bruce, get to roll a save on that one.
Yay!
Do it.
Yay!
You blind?
Yes.
You are still blind. That's a low roll.
I've only gotten low rolls.
All right.
Get those
Well,
hammers up. There's a raid.
all right. Well,
coming.
Bruce, it is now your actual turn instead of just a attack of opportunity. So, what you got for me? You got D3 that's still kind of hanging out amongst everybody. He is now
Hey.
surrounded.
Thank you guys so much for raiding in, Marshmallow Dragon.
You are the only one still blinded.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the
Time for the
stream.
javelin.
I think. Will you allow me to use my whole
I'm gonna copy
turn
and paste
to
some,
have advantage on cleaning my eyes?
I'm gonna copy and paste some
You know, yeah, I'll give you
chat
that.
stuff
I'll give you that.
so that
'Cause
you
it's
guys
just
know
supposed to
why
be
I
like
don't
an
respond a
intimate.
ton to chat
So you want to use your entire
during
roll
D&D.
to see if
Thank
you
you so
can
much
just
for the raid,
clean out the
Marshmallow.
old peeper holes.
Much love to you.
With advantage. Like
Alright,
I use
do
my action to do it, and then what would normally be the end of my turn to do it as well.
Do it. And you've actually got a couple death bursts, so you can choose the dex, add your dex or add your constitution. Yeah, you got it.
Yay!
You got it. There's a 16 plus a bunch of stuff, so you got it. You can see now.
Cool.
What does the world look like to you,
Dusty.
Dusty? Well, there you go.
I can see.
I can fight.
All right, Lin.
That's my turn.
Okay, bring it home first.
All right, it's my turn. Thank you. We just got a raid of 17 people from Marshmallow Dragon, so I know as we're doing the podcast. So you guys, I did put the thing in the chat. I don't respond a whole lot to chat during D&D just to make sure, try to keep the podcast as clean as possible. Thank you so much for the raid. We love you all. We appreciate you. I am a bard, and I'm about to try to bring this thing home. So
Bring us home.
I am going to D3 is the only one who's left. How's he looking right now?
Oh, he's still got disadvantage on attack.
Okay. But as far as his health, how's he flying well? He's doing okay?
if it was a banana at the grocery store, I'd pass it.
Okay.
I'd pass it. Little bruised up,
But it is still on the shelf.
kind of mushy. He's
All right.
still there. It's still on the shelf.
All right,
But I'd pass that nanner.
I'm going to run up to him, unsheath my short sword, which I do not use very often, and I'm going to try to run him through with it, with me short sword. Of course, I only rolled a 10 to achieve that, so that's great.
No, well, he's a small creature. He's a little dust dobby flying around.
Of course.
So, yeah. So, anything else you got on that one?
Sure.
As a bonus action, nah, I'm not going to use a bonus action on this one. I'm just going to say, looks like someone else is going to have to deal with this one.
All right, Hamu, it's you.
I'm going to punch at him 3 times.
Oh God.
That's a nat 20.
I mean, do you still need to keep rolling?
Yeah, because I hit him all 3 times, and one of those is a nat 20.
Yeah. Okay. Double me up some damage on this one. What? Tell me this. What were your other rolls besides the nat?
18. Well, it was 27 was the nat 20, 25, and 16.
Okay. All right. Well, a nat 20, you're going to get a little extra goodness for that. Don't get a crit fail. You're going to get a little extra badness from that. Okay. So you got a little extra goodness. You're actually like badminton style, like, kind of smack this fella up into the air. And as he is just exploding, you hit him with that second attack that really, really drives it home. And he explodes into his death burst of sand and dust in the eye, but as he is flying in pieces across the room. So nobody is blinded by the dust attack.
Hooray!
Expiration. Huzzah! All right. There are no more methods for you good people to destroy. You have destroyed all floating dust dobbies, and you are now free to do as you please.
Well, that was a great campaign, Josh.
Right?
I really enjoyed that.
Let's all go to Build-A-Bear.
I begin to wipe all the dust off myself and say,
Makes me really want to make a copy.
this was, I suppose, not as bad of a start as it could have been coming into this dilapidated mine.
Yeah, we ain't dead.
We ain't dead.
It's a lot of dust. I'm just letting you know. It is a lot of dust. Like, you're going to be there swiping for a minute.
Before you go insulting the way I vocabularize, give me a second. I got something for you. I want to walk over to one of them there stones what are stuck in the wall and cast Mold Earth.
Ooh.
And unmold the earth from around it
Okay.
and pluck it for my friend.
Yeah. Not really a strength check in that. Mold earth just kind of makes it soft and malleable. You twist that thing off as though you were opening up an Oreo cookie.
Like
Okay.
candy from a baby. I want to kind of shine it on my shirt a little bit before I hand it over to him.
Okay.
All right.
Here you go, Kai.
Thank
So
you.
you now have one very much treasured secret of the Lightstone Dwarf clan. A Lightstone.
Thank you, Bruce. I was, of course, going to make a snide comment about your vocabulary, but I was also going to say, what you lack in your list of words, you make up for in delicious ale. I had a bottle before we came on our mission here. It's quite delicious. You really do brew good ale, Mr. Good Ale.
Oh, yes, I do. My ale will put hair on your chest and burn it right back off.
Indeed.
High praise from a chosen. You should be honored, Bruce.
I'm I'm something. I'm a little bit creeped out more than anything. You little
Also, I want to
fanboy
point
of
out,
whatever
Hamu
you
is
are.
3 feet tall,
Yeah, I'm picturing him as a very short kobold.
and he is wiry as the day is long.
Well,
Gotcha.
thank you, Hamu. Well, I suppose. Do you think we're finished? Is that all?
I wish, but these things had to come from somewhere, and that somewhere appears to be a little further down that way.
I pick up my torch and I begin to trudge into the darkness.
I will scout ahead. And I want to roll stealth and run forward.
Okay.
You do that, you little freaky bastard.
I turn to Bruce and give him a glance like, if he's going to do it, I'm going to let him do it.
I really don't understand how you can stand that guy.
An unnatural 20 to run into the darkness?
To stealth.
Yeah, for
Venus,
stealth.
you are muted again.
All right, you're stealthing. Are you moving in a stealthy manner in a general direction?
I just want to kind of move
You
along
going-
the center of the room.
Okay. All right, you do that.
In a stealth.
Okay, roll up some perception for me.
I will do it.
I'm gonna say you're kind of getting toward that mid
That
room.
is a 7.
It's a 7. Not too perceptive, but you can definitely make out there's a few spider webs back here.
Excellent. I keep scouting away, staying at the edge of the lantern or torch or whatever.
Okay. What's you other fellas doing?
I'm kind of just walking behind him,
Walking.
Indiana Jones style, with a torch
Okay.
in the hand.
Walking behind as y'all are like advancing up behind. Hamu is staying at the edge of the light, right?
Yes, I
Si,
believe
senor.
so.
That would make sense.
Heard it. All right, roll that perception for me again.
Okay, I do it.
Everybody?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Hamu first, and I'm gonna get y'all.
That's a 1.
A 1. You saw a shiny rock. It is right in front of you.
Man, I tell you,
Not even looking up at
these
the
new
rest of the
dice
area
are-
around you. Right? You got to break them in.
That's a 19 to see.
A 19 to see. Keith,
Rolled
what
a
you got?
6.
A 6. All right. You don't have like the super dark vision going on, but
I got
I
nothing.
guess with the whole dwarven dark vision thing, and then with in combination with the torch you're holding, Bruce can definitely make out some motion along the back edges of the cavern. What's being excavated?
Hey, Kai, I can see something moving around up there.
Something besides Hamu.
I don't really know. It's something. Is it small?
You just see motion.
I can't tell much more than it's something moving, and I don't think that's the way that Hamu went.
All right, Hamu rolls another perception for me.
Already, I'm using different dice now. Dice from
Do it.
from Rachel. Which
The other ones are
they're
bad-
heavier.
bad
They're a little
dice.
bit heavier, and that's odd to me.
Okay.
Okay, see,
Scott
so
Fultz.
that's a 22.
Nice.
22. Hamu, you are in the darkness ahead of the torchlight, and running right past you is a giant spider.
Oh boy.
He runs past your area, and he's kind of like trying to skim the edge of the light from the torch, trying to get around these fellas. He runs right past you, though. You take a little swipe, or you gonna let him pass?
Yeah, no, I want to take a big old swipey swipe.
All right, swipify.
Am I stealthed from him?
You were still stealth earlier, so yeah, he didn't notice you. He noticed them fellas that was
Okay.
in the light.
Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. That is a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Um,
What you got?
I'm gonna make it do. Let's see. Hang on. What can I do? What can I do? I want to do fire damage
can
with the
you-
express purpose of like having there be like a flash of light, and maybe giving the boys a chance to see what's happening, to see that there is a creature here that, just to let them know that something is here. And that's 9 fire damage.
Shooting it with a flare gun. 9 of them. Okay. All right. So you kind of do a little of fire at this thing as it's scooching past you there, and fellas, you actually hear that little singeing of flesh and the screeching of a spider, and you can actually see this thing illuminated for just a moment as it is on fire before the fire goes out, and it starts skittering towards you fellas. All right. Roll up a quick initiative for us. There's only one of these fellas.
Okay. Lovely.
15.
15.
Yeah, I take it you saw that.
I did, despite not having the ability to see in the dark. I was able to see a giant spider that was briefly illuminated by a flash of fire.
Yeah, running right at you now.
Turns out you apparently was right. It was Hamu, except it was Hamu violently obliterating a spider, or at least attempting thereof.
Well, I hope he moves out the way. 7 is my...
7.
I have
What's the
an
Hamu got?
11.
11. Okay. All right. It is actually El Spido's turn.
Oh boy.
He is going to turn around and take a little bite towards Hamu. Where that D20? He gonna try. So you did a little attack upon him. He's gonna try to get you with a 13.
That's not gonna do it.
No, that's a whiff on that one. All right. But he is stopped at your area. He is turned around to face you. He is back to you, fellas. Bruce, it is now your move. You can definitely see the spider now.
Sweet. And he is hither.
He actually just turned around for a bite at Hamu.
Oh.
So, yep, there you go.
Cool.
Bruce, your moves.
Was Shillelagh 1 minute or 1 hour? I forget.
I believe it's a minute.
Okay.
It's cantrip though, so
You know what? I'm gonna acid spray or poison spray is a cantrip. I'm gonna poison spray him again.
nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna point my meaty man fist at him and spray him with poison.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, he rolls. I don't roll.
Right.
Beating a 14
14 Constitution or Dex?
Constitution.
14. He's got an 8. So he's kind of rearing up for that attack on Hamu. His body is obscuring him, so he takes the poison attack.
Oh boy. D12. That's a that's a 16.
16 damage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Well,
9 plus a 7.
never mind, fellas.
Nice.
El Spido is now slowly disintegrating on the floor.
Perfect.
All right. Well, that was a quick combat right there.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, real
all
quick,
right, so we had some dust methods. We had a big old spider in here. Go for it.
I'm gonna take Mia downstairs real quick. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
I kill Colin while he's gone.
Please don't kill me.
Cool. I'll just give everybody some flavor. All right, I'm just gonna give you all a little bit of flavor of what's going on. You've got a slowly disintegrating spider. So, Hamu, roll
Yeah.
up a perception for me.
Let's do
With
it. New
advantage.
dice, new perception.
Because these
Here we
fellas,
go.
there you go. These fellas have like illuminated the area. You've had a chance to see what's going on.
23.
23.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm back.
All right. So he's out. He is back. All right. Bryce can hear us. He's out of microphone range, but he's coming right back. I'm gonna describe what you see.
Okay.
You actually see the start just the very start of some webs going on. A giant spider, has moved into this area, and just like the dwarven miners, he is being very productive. He is trying to set up his own thing in this very cool nest that y'all have so very thoughtfully provided for him. The dwarves haven't actually excavated all the way to the back, so you got the one lone creeper that was back there.
Okay.
That was me. I just bumped the microphone. Sorry about that, fellas.
So the spider we just
So
killed.
you can definitely see there's. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That was the only one spider had made its way in here yet. It's a fairly new mine, so all enemies in this area are clear.
Nice.
Hamu, with that 22, you can see that the room is a little webby at the back, but otherwise not a whole lot going on. It's just bare rock wall on that backside.
I cast web to assert dominance.
There appears to be nothing else
can I make it?
here.
That sounds like good news.
We got to roll.
You got a 9.
What you rolling a 9 for?
Perception.
You see Hamu looking at stuff. Okay, so well, no, Hamu is actually explaining like there's yeah, we're good here. So
Hey, Hamu, you see a way out or anything?
Hamu just describing this whole scene to you. It's just bare rock wall against the back. This is just a big cavern that they're slowly turning into like the main chamber of a dwarven hold.
No, I do not. There is nothing else here.
I want to walk towards the spider webs and set them alight with my torch.
Okay, go for it. Just roll a 20 to see if it takes.
Okay. As I do so, I say, whenever they come back into the mine, I assume they will not want on all these spider webs here. I roll a 14.
16 spiders emerge.
14. All right. So with a 14, the web catches and it starts to spread. It spreads a little faster, kind of going and covering the entire back wall of the room. And then as it kind of, well, like as it burns the web, it's kind of like the wick on dynamite. It just kind of like dissolves behind it into just dust.
That's what I'm hoping, at least.
So yeah, all the web is clearing away. It gets over towards where the scaffolding is though, and it kind of lights that on fire just a little bit. So there is that going on. It's smoldering a little bit, kind of towards one of the legs.
I'd like to run over there and stomp that out if I could.
It's like it might turn something. There you go. Start wailing on the scaffolding, putting that out. Just roll a straight up 20, see if you got it.
Okay. 2.
Velcro undershoot.
Oh, it must be a 2.
Yep.
The next part of the scaffolding actually starts to smoke a little bit.
The scaffolding isn't supportive, is it?
No, they were using it for just some artisans that were working on some wall carvings.
Josh, I want to run over there.
Right, so now we got 2 sections of scaffolding that are.
I want to use my breath of the dragon, and I want to do cold breath on that fire.
Okay. You got to roll for that, or you just do it?
I mean, I just do it. The scaffolding needs to make a dexterity saving throw, though.
You know what? It is a wooden fixture. I'm going to say that it crit fails on trying to avoid that. If it succeeded, y'all would have had some real deep combat coming up. But it fails that attack on there. So yeah, so you put out that fire?
If you will allow it, that was my intention, yeah.
I will allow it. So Colin set it ablaze unwittingly, but you've put it out.
Thank you, Hamu. It seems as though you are good for more than just giving me compliments wrapped in weird packaging.
Yes. I want to be as you are, Colin.
Well, it only took me a few months to learn to play the lyre. I suppose I was born with a certain amount of wit, but there's no reason you shouldn't be able to learn.
That is not what I mean, and you know it.
Thank God, because I don't believe you have quite what I've got in you.
Perhaps we shall see soon enough.
We
Amu, your words is like slugs crawling in my ears. It's just nasty.
we're friends though, right? Like the three of us. Like how you're not secretly at odds with us. Like we're not going to get deeper into this dungeon and have your knife at our throats or anything like that, are we?
Hamu carries no knives, only ambition.
Well, I think the spirit of the question still stands.
No, Hamu is on the side of the good. He wishes only for his own ascension.
Oh, okay. You hear that, Bruce? We're fine. He doesn't have any problems with us. We can still be a team.
I see. Well, let's carry on a little further and see how that turns out for us.
To the back of the room, then.
Boys, you're at the back of the room.
Okay.
It is a bare rock wall. You have successfully cleared out all the nasty of this area. It is now time to claim your reward.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
Right.
All right. Quick time, back to it. I
Right.
think we're done here.
Everybody done? Nobody else want to light anything on fire?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, I guess.
I'm heading out.
Anybody else want to melt anything with acid, lightning, nothing?
Nope, I feel as though we have somewhere to be.
All right. All right. So you have completed your final task to gain your blue cloaks to join the guild as prestigious members of society. You are starting to head back towards the entrance and head back towards Hacketh Lightstone, clan leader, who has actually agreed to meet you back at the entrance to give you your reward. On the way returning back to the entrance of the mine, you hear the festivities outside as you get closer. You can smell the aroma of foods being roasted in open fire pits and hear the laughter and shouting of the happily drunken crowd outside.
My kind of people.
There you go.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
So Hackett,
Are we near the drunken people?
yeah, y'all are kind of getting to the entrance. You can kind of smell some good food going on. You hear a lot of, yeah, it's about like 200 people outside. They're just kind of partying, having a great time.
Hey, all you fine people, don't you forget to find your nearest alcohol dealer and buy you some Bruce's good ale, good ale.
Still a bit down into the mine, but like
The Bruce good ale's good ale.
there are a few closer to the entrance who catch just a whiff of your words and become a little more thirsty for some good ale. Good ale. All right, so as y'all get closer toward the entrance, Hackett is there to meet you with a half dozen of his guards. Anybody want to say anything else before we get into another section?
That was a lot easier than I was expecting it to be.
Yes, there was like nothing in there.
Glad today was such a calm day.
Well, fellas, I'm glad to see you've returned. Have you cleared out all the nasties that were down there?
We cleaned out as many nasties as we could find. I was blind for half of it, so you can probably guess that I don't know much about what went on. But my friends here, they saw most of the creatures I believe die.
Yes.
Could you tell me what you found? What was down there?
Well, we found a.
Uh,
Sorry, please go ahead, Bruce. You're doing a great job. Plenty of words you've said already.
well, I know we found a spider, but do either of y'all know what that other thing was?
Like a floating dust creature, a little floating dust fairy.
It exploded
Yeah,
into
yeah,
dust.
Yes, Hambu is right.
Wait,
It exploded.
wait, that just a moment. You said that you found dust and a spider. That's all? It was just some dust and a spider.
Well, we're the ones that took the risk of going down there. You didn't send nobody else, so could have been more than that. You're paying for hazard pay, whether
Sure.
the hazard is present or not.
What an astute observation, so profound. Bruce, you betray your true nature.
I'm smarter than I look.
Glory and power.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I actually did have someone follow you down. One of my best scouts, he was keeping an eye on you the entire time, and he reported back favorably that you did, in fact, take care of more than just some random dust bunnies. So, I thank you very much for your kind service, and I suppose you'll be wanting that reward now.
Yes.
Yeah, is it like a one size fits all, or do we need to put in an application for making them shorter for those of us who are vertically challenged?
as Bruce is saying that, he's about to take you down to the treasure hold of the Lightstone clan for your reward, when there is a sound like a great ocean wave passing overhead, rushing across the land outside. You can just see out the entrance to the mine here. Starting on the far side of the clearing, hundreds of feet away, a haze of purple light shines down from the sky and slowly passes across the land. In its wake, some are destroyed, their bodies seemingly pulverized from the inside, and some are seemingly unharmed by the light. As it draws near, you can make out that the light reveals some shapes that were not there before, some floating down from the sky and others rising up from the ground. And then the screaming starts. And what's going on out there?
I swear we just killed a spider.
That's a good question.
You three, shouldn't you be handling this? I mean, you're the professionals here.
Is this part of the test, or?
As the light draws closer, go ahead.
I'm just kind of grunting in confusion.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
As the light draws closer, the guards begin to close the doors to the mine. There's a couple of guards outside attempting to run inside before the doors are sealed, but they get stopped outside. As the purple light washes over the door, there's a loud thud as blood and small bits of their clothing, skin, and a few teeth begin to seep underneath the door.
Ew.
Oh.
Does the light hit us?
Yep. The door was sealed. There were a couple guards left outside that you can probably surmise are not doing too well right now.
So wait, we're inside the mine?
You're just inside the entrance to the mine.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
By the
Hackett's guards have sealed the door. I believe you're right. What's going on out there? Somebody should take a look.
Not. Yeah.
Is that you volunteering?
No. All right. One moment. And he steps, he pushes aside a few of his guards and he gets to the front of the line and just kind of very cautiously puts his hands on the door and listens. Can't hear anything outside, so just sneaks the door open.
Be careful. Be careful out there.
Makes a loud He just opens it up wide enough just to take a peek. Nothing else seems to be going on outside. So he throws the door open, and a pool of blood is right there at the entrance to the mine where he used to have a couple of guards. And everything is just absolute chaos outside. The dead begin to rise. The living and drunk are now trying to fight against the dead who have risen. What do you do?
I run out and start punching some dead people.
Close that door. I'm done here.
All right. Do you really run out?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna run out and start punching some dead people.
I want to try and catch him before he makes it all the way out.
All right, there were a good 200 people out here, so it is like a literal sea of bodies. There's a good 50 zombies out there right now. We've got another 75 actual drunken party goers who are still standing and trying to fend them off.
Do I dex or strength?
I would say that's a dex.
Okay. I'm not really trying to stop him, more just like get a hand on his shoulder, so I think feel dex as well.
Get an advantage on that. I'm trying to help stop him too a little bit.
What you got? I don't know if he's gonna need it. It's a 19 plus some change.
I
so
don't need it.
Nice.
It's a 19 plus 2.
plus 2, 21. You want to
So-
roll, see if you get nat 20?
Sure.
No, it was not a nat 20. All right, so the both of you fellas actually grab him by the shoulders.
He's got to roll against it.
Oh, to be
Right.
grappled. Yeah, so we're just treating this like a grapple.
I rolled a 17.
Xenu?
You still get grabbed.
Yeah.
You slippery, but you grabbed.
I'm not trying to stop you. Just like put a hand on your shoulder to get your attention more than anything. Hang on there, little creepy fella. We probably need to come up with a plan here.
Yes, Bahamut would not want us rushing into battle yet, Hamu, and adding more unnecessary death to the sea of blood we're standing in.
But we
Right.
have the
Now, let's-
advantage.
I don't know so much about advantage on this one, lads. Look, there's obvious that something as terrible has befallen us. You've got to seek if you can get some help for us. The next town is not but 2 miles downstream. Look, if you can get to the river, my brother is a trader. He's got a boat down at the river. Get to Orson. Tell him that Hackett sent you. He'll take you down the river. You've got to warn them and see if you can seek some aid for us. Can you do that?
Right.
Which way is the river?
Well, see, now that's the tricky part. It's on the other side of the village. You got to get through that to get there.
I see. Hamu, remember that time you wanted to run out there and distract a bunch of dead stuff?
That time when I was right. Knew the path to take. You short, stubby little man,
Do you think
You're actually taller than him, aren't you?
barely? The dwarves are what, like 4 to 5 feet tall?
Yeah, something like that.
Fella, I don't think we're gonna make it through this unless we all work together. So, if you could just run interference for my slow, pokey behind, I'd much appreciate it, and I'll try and keep them off you as best I can as well.
Real quick, I'd like to evaluate how quickly are the dead people moving? They like
They are honestly the dead. I am just treating them as just straight up zombies. So
okay.
in memento, let me check the speed on that. We got a whole speed of 20 feet.
Okay. Fellows, before we go, maybe it's possible that we could outrun these creatures and make it past them without having to, endure any sort of conflict. I can cast a spell that will make us all move more quickly.
Yeah, that was. Oh, that's perfect. See, I was just gonna have the little fanboy here kind of shout and hoot and holler and what have you, and try and distract them. But yeah, I like your idea better.
Yes, I can cast a spell, and we will all get to move a few extra feet for how fast we normally would have done it. So I'm gonna cast Long Strider as a 3rd level spell, which will allow
Nice.
the 3 of us to add 10 feet of movement speed to our movement speed.
So Zenus, yours is actually 35 speed right now, isn't it?
No, it is 40.
As a monk.
Yes.
Oh, never mind then. All right, so you get a little extra boost then. So
Boy, I got
Okay.
the speed.
all right, now see, you've already got a plan, so you're confident you can do this, right? You can do this.
Yes, we can do
Ah,
it, and we
yeah,
will
but-
do this.
All right, and hey,
Yeah.
sorry about the reward. I look, we've got other things going on. Look, just take what I've got in my pockets, okay? Just if you make it back, you get another swipe at it, okay?
I want your shoes too.
No, I need my shoes for all that ass kicking out there.
Uh-huh.
All right. So he's fishing around in his pockets, and he just grabs like whatever he's got. He just kind of shoves it into Bruce's hands because he's right there next to him. So you got a ring that's sitting there, a coin, and a little flask.
Okay, I'll pass the ring to.
Let me tell you what they are real quick.
No, I'm gonna pass them out first.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass the ring to Hamu and
Okay.
the coin to Give me a second. Colin.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I can't have metal on me, so I keep the flask.
So you keep the flask. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You just take it. You'll get another swing at the hole when you get back. I'll give you something better. Okay.
All right. Hey, how far are we traveling by boat to get to this other town?
It's not 2 miles downstream. You can make it quickly, but you got to get down there. Orson was packed up and ready to go. You've got to get to him before he leaves. And with all this going on, he's likely to leave.
Makes sense. Okay.
All right, anybody else got something?
I suppose we might as well try, but it's reasonable to believe that he's also a pile of blood and bones and teeth. But it's either become blood and bones and teeth here or elsewhere, so we might as well go.
Yes, it's
Sure,
true.
might as well.
But we can certainly try.
I just want to say this is a very practical party that y'all got going on.
Hey, Hacketh, what did you just hand me that I handed to my friends without looking at them?
Hey, the ring. Who's got the ring?
That's Hamu.
That would be me.
You small one. All right. Is the alchemist ring? When you take a healing potion, you get an extra D6.
Dang.
Nice.
Excellent.
Sweet. Who's got the flask? Bruce got the flask?
That's me.
All right, the flask. Oh, the flask is very important. When you imbibe the contents, you gain 1d6 damage to the unarmed strike for 3 rounds of combat.
Darn it.
Now, if you really juiced up your strike like that, it propels a medium or smaller target backwards 20 feet.
Yeah, this thing ain't much use for me. Either of you boys fond of unarmed strikes? And I want to hold the flask a little bit higher than Hamu could reach.
It's not but about 3 swallows in there, but use it if you can.
That would be
Did you say
me.
something, Zenas?
Yes.
Anybody else? Fine, here you go.
Is there nobody else? All right, so you've now got a flask and a ring, an alchemist ring, Hamu.
Do you want the ring?
What's it made of? I imagine it's made of metal. It's kind of against my whole thing here. It's not really my shtick. Josh, is it metal?
Very well.
It is metal. It's a ring.
Okay.
You
Wooden ring? I don't know.
you keep it, Hamu, if it's going to help
But it's an
you.
al-
You seem to be the person who's going to be harmed most likely if you're going to jump into the arms of every zombie we meet. So you might as well keep the ring.
There is only glory in combat.
Now, who's got the coin? Did I have a coin?
I have the coin in my hand.
Oh, all right. Yeah, hold on to that. It's very important. Now bring that back to me when you're done. When you roll, and you would normally roll a 20, it's either a hit or a miss. It's all or nothing coin.
Wait.
It's either a crit fail or crit success.
It's a. All right.
Instead of rolling a d20, you flip a coin.
Oh wow.
So roll the d20 and 10
Yeah.
or lower or 11 or higher.
For everything.
Twice per short rest. Twice per short rest.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So if you got a roll coming up and you're like, it's either you're swinging for the fences and it's gonna hit or it's gonna miss.
Okay, I gotcha.
It's gonna hit or miss.
Cool. I like it.
So it's all or nothing. There you go.
Two-Face.
What did the flask do again?
The flask, it gives you gotta drink it. There's about 3 sips left in there. It's not a lot. You gain 1d6 damage for unarmed strike for 3 rounds. And if you got an empowered strike with the juice, it propels a medium or smaller target backwards 20 feet. So 3 rounds, you get an extra d6, and it pushes back 20 feet. So you got
Cool.
3 sips, 3 rounds each, 9 hits.
Well, Hacketh, I think I think we're as set as we're gonna get standing around in a hole. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I strum my lyre, and the three of us are imbued with extra speed.
Nice.
Mm.
It's all right. You're heading out the doorway to the mine.
I feel prancy as a deer.
Nice. All right. As you're heading out, Hackett actually like grabs Bruce by the shoulder. Oh, wait a minute. I saw you looking after your friends back there. Here, I've got a little something else. It's not much, but take it. And he hands you a grease grenade. It's just a glass ball,
Nice.
and it casts the spell grease.
I
Nice.
take it.
1d20 plus 5 feet of grease.
I want an extra creepily toothy smile wink at him.
Okay.
Thank you, Hackett.
He's a little bit happy about that. All right, so you're heading out. You got a little bit of cool stuff. There is a small battle taking place. It's going to be hard to draw this. Honestly, we're dodging some zombos here. How do we clear this board?
Get the eraser
Hello, Eraser.
and just dial it all the way up to 11.
I'm just going to hit the clear button.
Oh, there's a
There you go.
There's a
Didn't
clear
know
button.
that.
Look at that.
We're in the
Cool.
clear.
We are in the clear,
We're
fellas.
in the clear.
Hey,
I didn't
what?
know it either.
Kai,
Right.
this song makes me feel so light on my feet. I ain't never tiptoed before, but watch this. Hey, I didn't know I could do that.
You're actually tiptoeing. So y'all are headed this way towards the little village.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got about 300 feet to get there. All right, so entrance to the mine is going to be over here. You've just left.
Okay.
All right, in between, you got some big old roasting pits. All right,
Okay.
roasting pits full of them good food they were having during the party. We got lots of long tables that are lined up in between. Okay, those tables are about 30 feet wide. The roasting pits are about 100 feet long a piece. And I'm going to say they are 10 feet wide. How's that?
Okay.
All right. And then, let me grab another color. Y'all got zombos.
You can increase the size of the dot if you just want to make dots.
I don't want to make it too terrifying for y'all.
Fair enough.
I'm
Y'all
already
got zombos
terrified.
everywhere.
Said a big one.
That's just a big old group of them. So, y'all got zombies all over this place. Also dotted with a few little pockets of happy, helpful, drunken people.
Okay.
All right. Blue is your drunken dwarf partiers. Red is the recently revived dead. What you got for me?
Red Dead Redemption, am I
Gotta
right,
get the little
fellas?
letters.
Does it look as though
We
the
got red. Red is dead.
Does it look as though the zombies are like following the people around, or the way zombies do in my brain, or are they?
Oh
kind
yes, they are. They are absolutely following everybody around.
Okay.
So can you set me up with a H, a B, and a K? So yeah, they are mindless. They have no actual instincts of their own. They have just risen from the vacation. What was the grave?
Okay.
So,
Well,
all right, Bryce just had to type up some letters for me.
if
Go for it. What you got, Phil?
if we are under some sort of like initiative order, I don't know what I'll do, but I have a plan that I'd like to enact.
Do the plan.
Hopefully this works, both of you. I should be able to suggest that some of our more living companions here out in this courtyard lead the zombies away from us, assuming that they succumb to my magics. If you will indulge me the ability to do so.
Am I gonna lose my Twinkle Toe song that you've been singing this whole time?
Maybe, but here's what we'll do. We can sprint across the picnic tables that stand before us. Once we get to the end, there's a man close to the end, there's a man on the right, and there's a man fairly close to the end on the left. And what I'll do is I can cast my magics once we get to the end, and suggest that the two of them lead the creatures away from us. We should have an open lane to get to the rest of town.
Sounds
How
like a plan to me.
how far
I could get
away
behind it.
is this? How big is this space here?
From entrance to the mine to the entering like the edge of the village there, you look at about 300 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. Those two long fire pits where they were cooking up some good stuff, those are going to be about 100 feet. 10 feet wide, 100 feet long.
Okay.
Excuse my drawing. It's a mouse.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Hamu says,
So we run across picnic tables. Keep going. Go ahead.
"What? I think this is a good plan."
Very well. Yes. So we get to the last picnic table, close to this, as far away as we can on the tables. Once we're standing atop it, I'll suggest to the people nearby that they should lead the zombies away. They should lead the zombies away, giving us a clear lane to run towards the town. We shouldn't need our extra speed at that point.
All right.
Ready?
All right. So you're
Yes.
hightailing it?
Yes, I'm hightailing it across the
On your
picnic
marks.
tables.
It's it.
So you're going straight across
Yes.
these
Zoom.
tables?
Yep. I'll show you where I want to end up. Boop. I want to be standing on that table.
Hop on the picnic tables.
All right. So you're going across the tops of the tables?
And
Yes.
the dwarf goes hop, hop, hop.
All right. I like it. Hamu, Bruce, are you also running across the tops of the tables?
I'm gonna run along
Yes,
the pits
sir.
as
I'll
long as there's
dash
nothing
that
that
way.
looks like it's gonna push me in.
All right. So Bruce, wait a minute. I'm trying to draw a line. I don't need to do that. I need to draw Bruce.
Bruce.
Bruce is heading along the line of the pits.
I want to hop on the last table though, just so we're all together.
Hopping on the last table. Hamu? What's Hamu doing?
said
I'm
he's
gonna
going
run
across
up
the
that
tables.
way and get on that. I don't want to get on the table, but I'll get like right near it.
All right. So I'm going to say to actually run and cross here, make one dex check. See if you can make it without actually stumbling across anybody.
I got a 20 unnatural.
I rolled a 12.
21.
21. Okay. Keith, you stumble a little bit, but it doesn't look so graceful, but you kind of shrug it off. Everybody else kind of makes it. I'm going to say you actually stumbled on some food that somebody had spilled,
Nice.
and you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Slipped on a banana peel
Ow!
into the sea.
That hurt.
Pretty much. All right. So y'all made a dex check to see if you can get down there. Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you just trying to do this?
I'm just trying to go.
Just trying to run.
Trying to make. I like it. Are you playing your lyre, your lute, your guitar, whatever you playing all along the way?
No, It does. I don't. It's not required that I.
strummed your song.
Huh?
You strummed your song and cast your spell before you went running.
Yes,
right?
that was the plan. And then I'm gonna
Okay.
try to cast another one here.
Well, last dex check because everybody was like, "I'm hopping up on that last table."
Okay.
Everybody make one last dex check.
Ooh, even worse, a 10.
Hopping on the table.
Fail.
25.
so- Crit fail on the Bryce.
So wait, that dex check wasn't to run there.
No, I got
That
you
was right.
halfway.
Oh, okay.
Because y'all said you want to jump up on the table.
Oh,
Otherwise, we'd have had a lot more dex checks along the way.
gotcha.
All right. Hamu has got a what now?
25.
Yeah, Hamu got this thing. Hamu's up there on that table. Like he owns it.
Hmm.
All right. Colin got a what now?
A 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
10's going to make it.
Okay.
10's going to make it. It wasn't very graceful. You get a splinter coming up there. So
Ouch.
nothing to...
I didn't run across the tables, so
I know, you ran up there and then you're like, dex to try to get up on the table.
is that what I rolled my 20 for, or did I just roll a crit fail to hop on the table?
Hop on the table.
Okay.
So Bruce actually slips. There's tons of food laying around, lots of spilled beer and the whole 9 yards. Slips, and lands on his ass. He's actually got he's actually got prone on this one, so he's got to get back up.
Okay.
I do that.
There you go. All right, so Bruce is down on the ground. Hamu and Kalin are up on the table. What else you got for me?
I would like to cast the spell Suggestion. I'd like to cast it one time and suggest a thing for someone to do. Then I'd like to cast it again.
All right. So this little blue flurbadert ahead of you.
Yep.
We're gonna say that's about 3 good old people just standing right there. It's three frat boys, if you will.
Okay.
If they were dwarves.
All right. So the one that looks like it's most in charge, the most Fred-looking one, rather than the Shaggy or Scoob. I would like to cast the spell Suggestion. They will need to roll a Wisdom saving throw. I suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature I can see within range that can hear and understand me. Creatures that can't be charmed or immune to this effect. The suggestion to make must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself onto a spear, immolate itself, or do some other obviously harmful act ends the spell.
Go tackle that zombie, right?
No,
I think it's more run away.
All right. So what do we have to beat? I'm gonna say if it beats a certain number.
Well, no, it's it has to beat a 15. My spell save, a Wisdom save.
Okay, good. Go for it. So I got to roll for that.
Yep. You roll for whatever this person would have.
Couldn't find my dice, so I'm straight rolling because I have no stats on just random doodles.
Yeah, he's a commoner.
Random people are just zeros.
That's what I'm thinking, just straight across the board. So it rolled into my iPad cover. It's a 6. So
all right.
number 1, Fredo, is he's definitely picking up what you're laying down.
Okay.
Suggest.
I say
he likes what you're going on about.
I point off to the right between all those groups of zombies, like where that other blue group is, and I point off that way and I say, "You should run that way. That way's to safety."
All right, so we're talking like football actions here. They're making a play this way.
Yes, they're making a play that way.
All right, so they're running that way. They're definitely on what you're talking about. Nobody has actually showed up to tell them what are we supposed to be doing here. So they like this direction you've given them. They're doing it. And he's like grabbing his buddies by the shoulder, telling them, hey, we got to get with the program. This dude knows exactly what he's talking about. And they run off in that direction.
Perfect.
Now that you have kind of called attention to them a little bit, though, they're going to head that way. If I can grab it, it's just a little line. They're heading that way. These zombos over here, they're actually going to start closing in because they see a whole bunch of running going on. There you go. All right. You were a bit obscured by those blazing flames in the fire pits earlier, a little smoke action rising and stuff. So you had some obscurity. You got some clear open ground there at the end, though.
Okay.
What you got for us?
I was thinking about casting the spell again, fellows, but I feel like we have quite a gap. I feel like if we make a run for it, we could make it past these zombies.
Yes, I think we can make it.
Let me check my speed as a dwarf real quick.
Well, y'all are checking on all this stuff. I'll move some zombies around.
Okay.
Yeah, my speed's 25. How long would you say that boat ride is going to be? You said it's a couple miles. Is that like an hour float?
2 mile downstream. It ain't a fast moving stream.
Is that a short rest kind of float?
This is a race to the finish, my fellas. I don't know. I don't know if y'all realize this, but there's not going to be a whole lot of rest going on.
I see. All right. I'm ready. Nope, I'm not Scottish.
A little bit Texan.
I'm ready when y'all are.
I'd jump off that table and start running.
I'm gonna use a key point to dash as a bonus action, and then I'm also gonna dash as my action. So my speed's 150 feet.
Zing!
Dang, you're already at the next town over. Forget the boat. All right, so yeah, all right, so I'm just gonna do because you dashed. All right, how far distance is that? Because you got to make it about 100 feet, a little bit more.
How far distance is what?
He said like 100, whatever your just distance you added up, 120 or something.
Yeah, 150.
150.
Yeah, 150. Dear God, man. Okay, so you have poured on the steam, and you have successfully made it into the little village proper.
Yay.
Keith, how much momentum you got here?
I can run 30 feet at a time. So, I'd love to double that up if I could.
Yeah, but then we added some stuff.
That stuff is probably gone because I changed my concentration to do suggestion.
Okay. All right. So you're kind of hanging out. I'm gonna say you're hanging out about this area, about 30, 33 feet or so.
Well, if
right.
Hamu's doubling
About a
up
third of
and
the way there.
if Hamu's dashing, I'd like to dash.
He said he wanted to dash.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
So you get almost all the way there.
Okay.
You can see the finish line.
I also dashed, but I only got the 25 feet, so I'm a little bit behind him.
All right. So a little bit behind. We're in bomber formation now, fellas. All right. So seeing all this fresh meat on the move, a lot of those survivors from the original kind of like pulse of light is washing over everything. They're not faring so good. They definitely got surprised by all this stuff going on. They're actually going to kind of start dropping off. But some of these old zombos, they're going to start heading your way.
Okay.
They seize you. They're not too fast about it, but they're coming your way.
Pump those tiny legs, Bruce.
I'm trying.
So the fellas that you actually sent out earlier, they are getting completely surrounded. All right, so somebody roll a perception for me.
Yeah. 10.
10?
No, I have plus 6 to perception. Sorry, that's 14.
That's a 17.
8.
17. Keith, what you got on the precept?
8.
8. All right. Hamu sees something is up as he's getting into the village.
Oh,
He's
Lord.
actually passing by like stable with some horses, some other livestock, things like that. And things are kind of like floating in the sky. You ever been to a bonfire and you see like the little floating? They would say they're like the witches. They're floating in the ashes,
Sure.
like the little like the burned leaves,
Yeah.
things like that.
The little floaty things.
Yeah, the little floaty things, the little wisps and stuff that float up in the smoke. All right. So there's little floaty things. They're kind of floating around in the sky, right? And Hamu sees one of these floaty things. It's kind of descending down towards these livestock creatures. There's some horses, cows, and all that kind of fun stuff over there. And as it gets closer to the ground, one of these things looks like it's about 5 feet wide, and actually just kind of looks more like a tattered blanket or a cloth or something like that. It lands on one of the horses. And the horse kind of starts a little bit, but then it kind of starts to make this very baleful kind of scream as the skin starts to get peeled back on the horse, and the skin lifts away and starts to fly back into the sky. It has been attacked by a skin kite, and this freshly peeled horse is now lying in the ground with all kinds of fun stuff spilling out.
Oh my gosh.
Is it dead?
That is right as you're getting into. Oh no, the horse is still alive for a good little while.
I'm gonna punch it in the head.
However, you do that, but Hamu, with that roll, you actually see that there's multiple floaties up there, and one of the skin kites is actually kind of very casually descending towards where you're at.
Oh no, that's not no.
Just so I can sleep tonight, what did you make up a skin kite, Josh?
I did not.
Okay,
fellas,
that's
I had to
good.
pull deep. This is some third edition stuff.
Oh Lord, freaking skin
This is some
kite.
stuff that ain't seen the light of day in a hot minute.
Yikes. Okay. Yikes, that's scary.
All right. Hamu, what you got? You gonna try to do a little bit of dexterity or something? Or you gonna try to make another run for it? Just wanna look at it.
No, I wanna yell at the boys to run, and I want to dash into like a nearby building or something. I don't know, get away from here. I want
Okay.
to hide.
You head towards the nearest building. I'm gonna say that while he's dashing towards the nearest building, fellas, y'all are actually starting to catch up to him. Is that what your intentions are? Just to keep moving?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Doing my best to avoid skin kites while making my way to the warder.
Right. So you can see them now. They're there. Haven't really caught anybody yet. They're not super dexterous. They just kind of
They're pretty languid, right?
yeah. Imagine like
Okay.
a tattered blanket just floating around in the breeze.
Yeah.
I want to put my shield on my back,
Mhm.
and I want to hold my staff up, kind of like an umbrella,
Mhm.
just so like if one tries to alight upon me, he'll get caught on the staff.
Okay.
I like
All right,
that.
I like it.
And I'm gonna keep on dwarven hopscotching over there.
Okay. Very cool. All right. So Keith, anything extra for us? You just gonna make a bolt for it, trying to catch up with old Hamu?
Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, I just want to catch
Okay.
up and
As
catch
y'all are
up and
trying to
take cover.
catch up to him, it's all cool. As you're trying to catch up with Hamu, Hamu, you actually discover that the door you come to is locked.
Oh goody.
Are you just like trying the handle, or are you like really trying to get this door to open up?
What's the skin kite doing? Is it like following me?
It's just drifting kind of lazily on a very slight breeze, just kind of headed your direction.
Like a kite.
Like a kite. Think about it, like if somebody tossed like just a piece of fabric off the top of a tall building. It can kind of vaguely direct where it wants to go. It's headed in your general direction.
No, then I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna move to call in. I'm gonna stick with him.
He's
All
taller.
So both of you are now at a locked
Oh,
door.
he's here. Well then I'm gonna jump through the window. 'Cause why not?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. The windows have been boarded up on this place.
You know
Yeah,
what? I'm gonna
this is
set it
this is
on
a fairly
fire.
new town, fairly new settlement. Set it on fire. All right. So with this
No, I'm
place
just-
ablaze, you now try to enter the building. Guess what? The door is unlocked now.
Hamu, I think we should
All right. So
just.
as you're
What's up?
go ahead. You're good.
Okay. Hamu, I believe we should probably just move on. I'd rather not get peeled in the streets of this podunk town.
No, I agree.
I feel like I've passed them at this point. Oh, Josh, you can't move it.
Can't move it. All right. So we're still staying on the same thing. Gotcha. I was just going to do like the whole rolling map thing, but we're good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just going to keep on rolling with this. As y'all are catching up to the
Done with that?
yeah, we're done with that part. As you're catching up to the door, old El Zombos that were in the field, they're headed into town also. They're kind of coming up your way. They hear the commotion, they see the freshness of yourselves, and they're still coming towards you. So we've got some more buildings. I'm just drawing some more little stuff going on here.
I'm starting to think about my only defense against a skin kite being my slingshot that I brought.
And your magic.
And my magics.
So we got all this kind of stuff happening over here.
Okay.
And then
You didn't copy it.
there we go. We got the whole copy thing. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. We got the
Nope,
whole
yeah.
copy paste happening.
We are using a very rudimentary
Oh yeah.
drawing sharing app to make our D&D. One day we'll
Oh,
improve,
yeah.
I promise.
So rudimentary. I mean, it's painful to look at.
It's hard to watch.
All right. So we got all this happening over here. We got all this stuff happening over here. You're actually headed into town. I got my old pencil tool over here. All right. The river is in the distance. You can see it on the other side of town. You have stopped at the very first building you come to and found the door is locked. You have a skin kite which is slowly descending towards you and a horde of zombies coming across the field behind you.
I did not stop at the locked door. I'm still running.
With
my staff up.
Still running. All right. Bruce is actually kind of sped past y'all. He's a good like 15 feet.
You
back
hear
to you.
gasping and wheezing from about 10 feet down the road.
Right. Y'all ever seen the movie like Hobbit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Where like they're trying to get out of some trouble and like Bomber just pours on the speed.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, the what? That.
I like that part.
All right, so Bruce has passed, and you can definitely hear. You can definitely hear. There's some more zombos up here amongst the buildings. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, river, not houses.
All right,
We're
you got
coming.
some
We're
more
coming.
Zombos here in town. All right, so you passed that one. Hamu, where you going?
I'm gonna dash and just keep heading toward the river.
Dashing and heading towards the river.
Driving to the river.
All right, Hamu, your dash is significant, is it not?
Yeah, it's 80 feet.
Okay. All right, so you actually get way up yonder ways. Keith, what is Colin doing?
I mean, I'm sprinting as fast as I can.
Sprinting fast. All right, I'm gonna say you're kind of getting up pretty close behind Hamu. Not quite there yet.
Mhm.
Bruce, he's got a head start on you. He passed you. Now y'all have passed him again. Unless you're dashing.
I am.
You're dashing?
I'll probably be right there with old Kai.
Yeah. So the
Colin.
two of you are neck and neck. You can actually see y'all are kind of huffing and puffing and not being so sneako about everything, but you can see that there are more of your Zombo friends who have come to join the party,
Oh boy,
right?
we are surrounded.
So, as more and more of them pour into the streets, you actually see the door to the inn. See that big old eye I put on that building?
Yep.
That's a big old eye on that building. That's the inn. It busts open,
Yes.
and a short, dwarven man steps out into the opening of the door and says, "Come inside, quickly, come inside.
Gladly.
We gotta get to the
Get inside now. Don't argue with me. Get inside."
I get
I
inside.
follow.
Bruce, we're surrounded. We have to go inside.
It's kind of hard that we all have to talk at different times so everybody can hear us. But I was supposed to cut off whenever you guys started talking. So
Gotcha.
I'm just kind of following you in whenever I see y'all running in there.
Okay.
All right, so this short, even for a dwarf, short dwarven fellow gets you inside, slams the door behind him, and he just leans up against the door as he sags back down to the ground. "Oh, thank God! I didn't know if I'd make it through the night, but now you're here, right? Yeah, you can help me keep this door closed tonight. Make sure that they're not going to get in."
Are you're not the fellow with the boat, are you?
But no. You stayed here last night. Was you before you went down into the mine? I'll tell you what. I'm the innkeeper. I don't know if we had formal introductions before, but I'll be glad to give you free room and board for the evening if you just help me, stay alive.
I think I've been sipping on my own flask a little bit too hard. I don't remember any of that, but I don't think we can stay. Guys, could you? I'm not so good with the people folk.
We have to get to the river. There's someone there who will soon be leaving that can take us to the next town where we can go and bring help. So it would either be stay here all night with you and bring no help, we all die and are eaten alive by zombies and blankets that peel off our flesh, or it's leave tonight and survive and hopefully we bring back help to a town that's not full of, only corpses.
So, it was a pleasure meeting you.
No, wait, don't go just yet. No, don't go just yet. And there's actually a dwarven woman that steps out from where the kitchen area is. Oh no, they need to go. They need to go right now. They're obviously the cause of all this.
No.
hang on just a minute.
Yes, now hold the
we've got to
phone.
get them out of here. They started all of this. We've got to get them out of here. Just throw them back out there. Let them have them.
What evidence do you have
Actually-
of this?
Guy, I'd say she's probably right. Maybe we should get a move on.
We didn't have any trouble when you came into town, and then all of a sudden you show up, and then we have to deal with all of this. These three need to die right now.
Ma'am, correlation does not always prove causation. You've hopefully learned this in elementary school. But if you're going to throw us out, is there possible that there's another door you could throw us out of instead of the front one? Maybe like a roof door in your basement that leads to the river?
Roof? There's no roof. What are you talking about? A roof door?
What's the roof made
Where do you
of?
come from
Here.
where people have roof doors?
What's your roof made of?
The roof
Thatch?
is made out of roof. What are you talking about?
Could we get through it? We just don't want to leave it to the zombies.
No, you want another? You want another door? We'll give you another. Guari, throw him out. Throw these three out. And in this dimly lit inn, at the very end of the bar on the far corner, you can see that there is a very, very large dwarf. That he slowly turns around, and he doesn't change shape as he turns. He is just a massive dwarf.
Yeah.
It's like a
He's-
sphere rotating.
Pretty much, he is so thick with muscle, like his neck is so thick, it's difficult to talk. Ugh.
Kai,
Buddy, throw these three out.
I'd say let's not argue with the lady. Come on, let's go. I want to leave before the big dwarf can catch up to the little dwarf.
Actually, quickly, Mr. Dwarf, and I look over to him and I pull my lyre off my back and I strum it one time and I say, I have a suggestion. And I cast suggestion on this dwarf.
All right.
He will need
What is your suggestion?
he will need to roll a wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC of 15.
Surprisingly or not, he's not the wisest of the bunch. He's got a 2 that he just rolled.
Okay.
What is your suggestion?
Large dwarf, you look very strong, very capable. Would you mind helping us get to the river? Matter of fact, please do that.
He just kind of like he just kind of gets a dazed look in his eye.
Okay.
A very dazed look in his eye, and a slight little smile comes to his face. And very deep, like it's just like two rocks rubbing together. You hear river. All right, and he gets up off the stool. The stool is not sagging anymore. Previously, it looked like it's about to give out. So, and he starts kind of coming towards you. As he's coming towards you, you can definitely hear scraping and shuffling going on outside, and around the door, you can actually hear something like a large dog or something, just very sniffing. Just that's something is headed your way, and you know, big boy Guari's steps are not subtle. So as he's thumping across the room your way, you kind of hear the scratching become a little bit more anxious outside.
Uh-oh.
So, Keith, are you changing your command? Or are you still
So
moving
real
behind
quick,
Big
as he's doing that, I'd like to take a brief gander around this building and see if there's a back door.
There is a kitchen area here. Let me draw it out for you real quick.
Okay.
Right. I'm still gonna keep the current thing on there. I'm gonna switch to like a gray color. All right, you're inside the inn right here.
Can you see that, Keith?
Yep,
On the stream?
I can.
All right, you've come
the
inside the
stream
door.
can
You
too.
fellas are kind of hanging out over here. Yeah, dude, man, the innkeeper, he's actually slumped up against the door, like right there next to you. And then you've got a bar area over here, and kind of leads back towards the kitchen area that way. And
Okay.
Rory was kind of sitting over here, taking up all this area in the corner. He's a big fella.
Okay.
All right, the dwarven woman, she's just come in from the back door, like those what do they call them, the Dutch door, like the double sided kind of door coming from the kitchen.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the Batwing doors.
Yeah, just come from that direction. Other than that, you can't see a whole lot going on. I'm gonna use a little bit of blue flavor here. We got some windows up across the front side. We got some windows up across the front side, windows across the front side, and a couple here in the corner. Otherwise, you don't see any action going on.
Hey, miss, is there a... You said that's a kitchen area back there?
I'll say kitchen area back there.
Is there a door out of that kitchen you got back there?
Door? Yes, there's a door, but we boarded that up hours ago.
Uh-huh.
Like, when you got a town full of hundreds of drunken dwarves, what are you supposed to do?
Boys, are we tearing down the door or are we biting the bullet?
Don't tear down the door.
Bullets don't exist. Biting the arrow or slingshot.
Biting the slingshot.
For some reason.
Got a chewy on this one, but you know.
I mean, that dwarf is not under my control. I just use magic to suggest that he do a thing. So he's going to help us get to the river. It looks like he's making that call however he sees fit. So he may be going through the front door. I was thinking if he went through the front, we could let him go out the front and we go out the back. I suppose we could leap through a window, or again, a roof door would be extremely helpful.
These people don't seem to understand the concept of roof door, and
Ridiculous.
lead the way, big hoss.
Big old dwarf fella Guari is actually standing, like, he's eye to eye with you.
Yeah.
Like, his fellow is a large fellow. And he's just standing eye to eye with you, just grinning. He wants to nod his head yes, but you could just barely see it moving. Like, the neck muscles are just too big.
Okay.
He's just looking right in the eye with a big old cheesy grin saying, "Together."
I will follow him into darkness.
Together, I suppose. I don't see if we have any other options.
Well, actually, at that moment, one of those side windows breaks, and a couple of zombos start to kind of like reach through the door over here.
Oh,
Excuse me.
great.
Let me draw. Through the window over here, you got a couple of zombos trying to like reach and like scrabble their way through that door.
I'm gonna follow that big dwarf whenever he starts moving.
Yeah.
He ain't going anywhere.
Okay.
He ain't going anywhere.
I thought he said...
He's not the brightest fella. You told him help us get to the river, but he's not even sure where the river's at. So,
Hey, guy, you got any more suggestions for our friend here?
I mean, would you kindly go out the door and make a hole for us?
another broken window up front.
I see.
What, Hamu?
We need to leave.
I agree with you completely.
He's kind of like, he's like shifted his eyeballs down towards where Hamu is. Like, oh, I didn't even know that was there.
I'm gonna.
All right. He takes a glance at the door. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go into the kitchen and look for another door.
Go for it.
There's a door
said
in.
it was boarded up.
She said it was boarded up.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all do what you want.
Hey, big guy, why don't you help us out here? I'm gonna go to the front door.
Yeah.
All right, you're already at the front door.
Yeah, like, but he's there as well, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of grab his wrist and
In
open
both
the door
hands.
and point outwards, and I'm gonna try and make a run for it. We're just getting surrounded here, and there's no other way out.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm right behind you.
Yeah, they're starting to kind of come in through the. They're starting to come in through the doors. The dwarven woman has actually kind of disappeared back towards the back again. The innkeeper is kind of sitting on the floor next to the door with the whole sob action going on, wondering why me. Guri is oblivious to everything. So, all right. So you're pointing him out the door. You've raised his hand towards the door and pointed him that way. So he actually gets the biggest, goofiest grin again, even more goofy. Puts both hands out to the side and walks through the door. Through the door.
All right.
goes out on he goes out through the front door along with him, and grabs up about 8 zombies in the front with the biggest bear hug you've probably ever experienced. And it
Nice.
just starts to like plow through everything in a general outward direction.
So he's going straight across town.
He's going straight across.
I think that's as good as we're gonna expect.
Agreed.
He's going straight out the door. I'm putting an arrow on like the big map, like the bird's eye view, so y'all can see it.
Yeah.
So right there where Hamu was standing earlier, he's headed out the door. 8 zombies in hand and about a couple dozen more up ahead, just bulldozering his way through, yelling happily, "Together!" All right, he's actually headed out the way, and he is getting followed by. I'm not even going to be able to draw all these guys. I'm going to erase some. No, I don't want to erase everybody. I'm going to erase some of them. Hey, element eraser. That's sweet.
If you can find the
Ooh, I erased a dwelling.
element,
Yeah.
There was a lot of element to erase.
you can zoom in.
All right, so Bryce, give me a G. Hey, look at that. All right, so we got Aguari. He's kind of headed out this way amongst these little smaller dwellings over here. And he is just getting completely surrounded. I'm just going to draw.
Poor fella.
Whoa, that got big. I'm just going to draw a whole bunch of squiggle action going on.
I'm running toward the water.
Running straight out the front?
Running.
All right.
Toward
As
water.
you run out the front, all the zombies are following that way. Hamu is following behind.
Yes.
Yep, I'm with him as well.
He said he's following.
Sweet. I think there is a little bit of a lag on your
Yeah,
side.
I think there's.
All right.
We're
So
all a little bit weird.
Bruce makes it. Hamu, not so much. That's the one I was looking for. Who gets it first? All right. As you're heading out the door, a hand reaches out and grabs Hamu
What?
as a ghoul has grabbed hold of you.
Ghoul.
Yeah, these things happen. It's D&D.
You do.
All right, so the ghoul has grabbed a hold of old Hamu, and he is getting a surprise attack on you. He is just going to see if he can give you the old claw. So it is a 40 hit, so it's a 20, not natural.
Yeah, that hits.
Do we roll for?
Okay. It's you take a little bit of damage. Dang it, all the dice keep rolling up inside my iPad here. That was a 2 and a 3 plus 2, so you take 7 of those damage.
Okay.
All right. Are you a creature other than an elf or undead?
Yep.
All right. Thank goodness. But on the other hand, you got to succeed on a DC 12 Constitution save.
Okay. As 19.
Do you do? Yeah, you do it. So you just get a little nibble action around the arm, get a little claw attack. So other than that, he can't quite get a hold of you. So I keep forgetting names. These are whole new characters. Kalin is out the door right behind him, and your momentum has carried all 3 of you out into the street. All the zombos are following Big Boy, but you now have a ghoul that wants to nibble upon you. Roll some initiative.
All right.
I rolled a 15.
15?
Yep.
I rolled an 18.
I rolled an 11.
That's the highest roll I've had today.
Hey. All right. Got to roll up for old Ghoulie Boy. He rolled a 17, so it's going to be Kalin. And then
Wow.
Ghoul Fella,
Okay.
followed by Brewmaster Bruce,
The
followed
ghoul
by
fella.
Hamu, surprisingly. Okay. All right, so since he's got his attack, we're going to follow with, let's go ahead with Kalin. What you got?
I'm going to turn to the ghoul, and I'm going to cast a little thing called True Strike.
Ooh.
That is, I extend my hand and point a finger at a target in range. My magic grants me a brief insight into the target's defenses. On my next turn, I gain advantage on my first attack roll against a target, provided that this spell hasn't ended. So, next turn, I'm going to
Right.
get advantage whenever I try to hit this thing.
All right. All right. Anybody else you got?
That's it. That's all I'm going to do.
All right. Now it is time for Greasy Ghoul Boy. He's got a whole 16 to swipe at Bruce.
That will meet.
Meet it? Meets it, beats it. He's going to swipe you with a claw, get you a little bit of the damage. 3, 1, 4 plus 2 is 6. He gets 6 damage on you. Hi. Can you pass that DC 12 Constitution?
I can.
You can't. That's a 19 plus some change, so I think you got it. So you just take the damage. All right. Bruce, it's now your move.
Okay. A poison spray has been doing me pretty good so far. Have him roll a. Can I do it like a poison slap? It comes out of the palm of my hand.
A poison slap instead of a spray?
Yeah, just the same thing. Just
You know, mechanically, if it's a slap instead of a spray, I would say you would probably take like less damage.
okay, then I'll just spray.
Just spray? Okay. All right. What am I rolling?
D20 to again. Constitution.
Constitution? Okay. He got a 3.
He did not.
Okay. All right,
2d12s.
notify him.
That's 8. That's 7. That's 15 damage.
15 damage. All right. He is not looking too hot, but Hamu, it is now your move.
Cool.
Oh,
I'm
I
going
want to
to
use
punch
my
in
bonus
and
action
free
to
time.
cast shit.
All right. Punch him good. He's like right there in front of you. Just took a swipe upon you.
Wait, he's not holding him anymore?
No, he swiped at him, but he doesn't actually hold. He tries to paralyze him.
Oh, I'd be running then.
Yeah. Ghouls are actually like they do paralysis.
Gotcha.
23, 15, and 12.
You know what? All 3 of those hit.
Hey.
How do you want him to die?
Oh, he did.
He
Okay.
flicked you with his nail. How do you want him to die? Because all 3 of those hit.
Okay. That's 23 damage. Just for
Yeah.
clarity's sake.
For clarity's sake, he had 7.
Well, he shouldn't have bit me, okay?
Right?
That's his own problem. I'm gonna do
Discombobulated.
fire and lightning, and then for the final one, I'm gonna slap him up with some cold. So, however you want to do that.
I love it. So the elements come into play here. Fire and lightning, both from 2 different fists, as you just backhand this fella for the last one. What was the last one? Ice?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so you have crispified him with the first 2, and then backhand him as a little small fella, as this medium fella who is larger than you. Backhand him upside the head, knock him over. He is now dead and slowly starts to kind of solidify into a frosticicle.
Nice.
A little bit of a dead corpse. So he's dead. He's dead. He was undead, but he's now like really dead. Nice.
Hooray!
However, you see 2 more that are shuffling around from the side of the inn.
I want to run.
I mean,
Bruce
I'll
wants
run
to
away.
run.
we've got very little time left in
We
our
are out of
evening.
combat, but there's 2 more shuffling your way.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
we're done.
Oh.
No, we got a Howard left.
Nope. We cut off at 10 usually, don't we?
Yes.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. The river is before you. Will you make it?
I would like to run that way.
Tune in next week.
I don't know. We can pick it up again another night if you fellas want to. It's just one off. We're just having some fun.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I 10's our normal time, and I do have to wrap it up tonight because I need to go to sleep and then wake up in 4 hours.
Oh dang, man!
Yeah,
You and your need for sleep.
that's me.
You get up at 2 now?
No, not now, but I'm doing a collaboration stream with another fellow streamer in Australia. So I got to get up a
I
little.
didn't know they were doing the oily.
That's actually kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. As we're gonna leave this on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Big boy dwarfin fella is actually like slowly getting piled by zombies. Like there's a good 50 of them on top of him. The pile is still moving slowly though. I mean, it's just kind of like it's scooting along. It's not a good clip, but it's scooting along. Two ghouls have popped out around the side of the thing, and they're kind of looking between you fellas and the buffet line over that way, trying to decide which way they're going to head. And you can see the river in sight down at the end of Old Lane. What will happen next time? Who knows?
Tune in next time when we do more one shot and we find out what is at the river. Is it even a river?
How many shots does a one shot take? Will they ever
3.
reach the end of the river?
Oh, that's our big problem with our one shots. They're never one shot. I guess at one shot usually you probably have like 8 hours to do, so it's a multiple night one
Well,
shot.
we started a little late too, so I was thinking, wow, we're kind of behind here.
We started late, and we started with combat, and I think everybody was expecting the rest of the thing to continue down the mine, so we were a bit confused by that.
Yeah, that's
It's all
true.
good. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I had a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
To everyone who is listening to the podcast,
It was a
thank
good
you
start.
so much for being here. If you like the podcast, please do let us know. You can email us tankmediagames@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter. There should be a link in the description of this podcast for you to find us, and you can send us emails, and we will read those and hopefully respond to them. If you have any questions, of course, this is recorded live on Twitch if you would like to watch it there. But anyway, we would like to thank you for listening to this podcast. Leave us a review if you can. And please remember that we love you very, very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Toodles.
Later.
All right, Zencaster has completed its foolishness. It is now time
Destroyed.
to tell Twitch chat bye-bye. Thank you to Marshmallow Dragon for the raid. I know it's weird when you raid into our D&D stream because of the lack of... Well, I mean, I think everybody who normally tunes in is conditioned to the quiet of chatness. But I will say, Josh, your skin kite really it riled him up a little bit.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we got one
Do we need
WTF.
more riling or less riling?
No, I'm saying one WTF in the chat's pretty good for D&D.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But good night.
Do we want to
Twitch.
continue the one shot next week, or?
Maybe. I don't see why not. I need some time to prepare Medine, so I don't see why we shouldn't do this again next week and then hit Medine the following week.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Does that
I'm
work with
liking
you,
the,
Josh?
setup so far. I want to unveil the Bruce.
Yeah, that's cool with me. I mean, as any DM will tell you, I only got through like about a third of what I got. So
Right. It always be
that's
like
usually
that.
kind of how things go.
It is.
Yeah. So yeah, we got plenty of stuff to play with. We're good.
Okay, for those of you that care, I'll let you know. For those of you that don't, thanks for listening to this. I will see you all next time. Well, I'll see you in a little over 2 hours. Should be going, well, actually 5 hours. Excuse me, not 2. Should be going live about 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see you then. But for now, we wish you a good night from the Dungeon Boys. We love you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Toodles.
Later.